the live press conference, the Miss Cosmo press conference. The girls will be coming in shortly. Set the screen up so you guys can watch and join us on the press conference.
Kidding. We're just waiting for it. Pasabog yung blonde. Kanino ka talaga na? May pa-homecoming sa Chelsea para kay... Homecoming sa Chelsea para kay... Wow! Ay, may Loyal my head. Can I see you? Before I go. Are you also included in the choices?
Ate, yung number mo nakita. Kasi yung number mo.
Wala namang big traffic. Yung mga hindi pa talaga kayo dyan, ay mamaya na rin. Thanks, Mama Ann. Nababasa niyo yung comment niyo. Ano yung gusto niyo sabihin sa kanya? Yes. Wako po yung style niya. But yun is just kahit anong bago.
You are such a sweetheart, sending us messages every day. No. Things that you're gonna forget.
Or maybe they will just give it to you.
Okay guys, I'm just going to quickly take you out into the Cosmo Hall of Fame very quickly whilst we're waiting for the press conference. This is all the media turning up for the press conference. And this is the Cosmo Hall of Fame. We're inside Cosmo Tower. So whilst we're waiting for the girls to arrive, I thought I'd give you a quick walk around so you can see. So let's have a quick look what we have. So we start with, we have Australia, where the girls have all signed their boards. And Brazil, love Brazil, she did so well last night. And Cambodia, beautiful girl. Now we come across, we have Cameroon, Canada, Chile, obviously we saw no Chile, China, Denmark, Cuba. Let's just move someone. And Colombia. And we have Dominican Republic, Congo, Ecuador, El Salvador, England, Finland, France, and Germany. And we have Gibraltar, France, Iceland. If you want to see anybody in particular, let me know and I can take you and zoom in close. Guyana. And then we have Miss India. So she signed it. Miss Indonesia. What she wrote there? What your mind believes, your body will create. That's sweet. Okay, Miss Italy. Laos. What's she wrote there? Christina. Japan, Jamaica. Then we have Liberia, Macau, China, Malaysia, Myanmar. Now what's Myanmar written?
Those close to the lights.
Sorry, I'm just having my photographs taken.
Straight.
Okay. Here we have, let's finish off. We have Nepal, Netherlands, New Zealand, Nicaragua, Nigeria, Pakistan, Panama, Russia, Puerto Rico. And here we have our first runner-up, Miss Philippines, Mabuhay. So she is no longer going to be on this little board. She's going to become onto the big Hall of Fame Academy board. Okay, so I'll find. Yeah, she's just having to deal with some press stuff at the moment. That's why I'm here. I'll get her for you in a minute, okay? But she's just having to deal with some press stuff very quickly. So she asked me just to do this while she's doing it. Okay. And there is our new queen. Okay. All right. That's the press junket in there. That's where the media's going to be. But she's just with with Steve from the PR team at the moment. So she's just having to deal with something. There we have Lewis arriving. But this is, I'm going to show you, because we're inside the tower. She's going to end up on this wall. The Miss Cosmo, with all the fans. So this is their academy wall, because they have a Miss. Okay. So this is where the girls come in for their academy to get trained. They have a Cosmo summer camp. These guys are serious about pageants. They really want to bring. So we are on the 4th floor, I believe, of the building. There's 500 people work in this building, all for Cosmo. So yeah, there's their restaurant over there, and if you go down, you see they're down to the Christmas tree down the bottom. But there are all the offices around there. Okay. All right, let's just take you in. We'll find Summer, find a microphone, and then you can ask her questions about last night. There she is. Let me set the camera up. One second, I'm just going to put the camera down for a moment. I'll just check if she's finished with her stuff, and then I'll come back.
Ano? Ano yung one?
If we need to sign up. Kabila ko na lang. Ate was just gonna give me the one.
Wala ka ka.
Really? He said wala?
Because I don't want to be
Yeah.
rude about it, so I said.
But if we were given later, just send it to me too, okay? We're working there. Please come and talk to me. Just get it from Mama Ann and just send it by right? Right? If we're going to block out, I'm gonna call the Philippine Embassy. With the deprivation. Why? So, 500 per person.
What is your visa now?
How much did you pay?
Hello.
Maybe 3 years ago. Yeah. I cannot remember. But it's some fuel oil. Video about when you were still in the Philippines. I think you didn't go to Thailand yet. Like, what happened with you? You're very disappointed. Yeah, you're not happy. There's so many drama.
More drama coming up with All Stars.
One split. I saw your split.
That's so nice.
Yung laki.
Em cũng vậy. Chứ quay gì vậy? Em mới là bao nhiêu có rồi vậy? 900. Trời ơi, như vậy. Tại em ra từ tối qua. Kênh này. Đấu trường sách đẹp kênh em. Tại tối qua em ra 10k luôn ấy. Vậy hả? Tại vì lúc ca nhạc tắt ra mà. Hôm nay học báo xong qua nha, có thể hay rồi.
What time?
Anh Hà TV chơi lên TV.
Hạ tin từ Hạ tin.
Đúng rồi, anh từ hãng nó cũng được nữa. Bấm liên tục luôn.
Họp báo sao đang
Is it another pageant?
Trang cái này không biết. Nhưng mà ở lại coi bên này.
Noon time.
So, no rest for the How many days? I fly back on the 28th, but I'm leaving the 28th in the morning, so technically, I'll be back on the 8th. No rest for the weekend. No rest for the weekend. No rest for the sea. The weekend.
Kamusta na ang ano?
Her.
Pero, uwi na siya.
Tapos sa Japan.
Hindi.
Water? Bakasyon ko talaga to. Baka hindi ka na nag-Christmas sa atin. Doon. First time? First time?
Yung mga kasi ko first time. Saka yung dalawa kong pita. Pero,
Minsan yan.
pero,
Sea, water, rice, water.
so doon sila mag-use.
First time ko ng ilang pamangkin ko.
Mga pita. Pero yung alam mo sila. How yun? Nakapunta na lang. Yeah, sabi ko. Saan na Miss Grand next year? Hindi, dito na yung sa namin sa
Pero ano na lang, after that, ito lang ang convenience store na lang. Ay, ikaw.
kumain na ako. Kumain ako sa tapos yung mga water. Kaya
Meron na tayo yung mga seat. Sila rin.
When are you gonna do it? Really?
I heard you. Oh, wow. You think this is a head? How about you?
You want fun?
The next is it's big, huge. Slang Filipino. Huge. Are you down? Of course. càng gợi ý cho mình á, nó gợi ý like của mình rồi anh không học
về cái
nhưng mấy cây này chuyên nghiệp,
like được
cây này dễ xài nhất.
cái này nó các cái chân
Giúp họ báo anh sẽ làm
You're always saying.
Today I'm going to get something black. The very one I have. Why don't we wear something?
sắp thông báo nha, báo nha. Cosmo mọi người ơi, báo mọi người ơi.
câu trò của nó 800
Tám trăm
mắt mà tí nhiều anh có hiểu phim này không? Anh biết phim này
Trời ơi, sao không ai coi hết vậy mọi người ơi.
And he's now the face of global beauty.
Không ai coi.
And I've been a member for 1 year, so I'm really shocked.
không nha, này chỉ có top 2 thì anh đấu qua
Lumalupag yata yun. Akala ko late na ako.
Báo mọi người coi mọi người ơi. Phải người coi nè.
tối nay chỉ có tôi đầu tiên mình có được tham gia không ta? Vì không có luôn đúng không?
Không, nhưng mà chắc video tham gia cũng được, video quay được.
Không biết là
Nhưng mà hỏi
đây là tiệc after đầu tiên của mình ra rồi. Chứ không có hy sinh.
đâu có đâu, tham gia đâu,
Em không biết nữa.
đâu có đâu, báo mà
Không biết là tiệc after đầu tiên tối nay á.
không có. Thấy ồ,
Không có được.
đâu chị thấy là báo là thôi à.
Not yet to say.
2 giờ 15 hả?
La bằng bao giờ là bằng Ủa, mà hết không? Mà hết không? Làm cái nào?
Không được.
Amazing, the music.
Không, không có
I,
này.
do you remember the one I asked you about the song? The background. This is the first ever that we experienced being separated near the stage. I can also really believe it.
Yes, maybe we can stand out.
Possible trip
Maybe.
We will get the visa.
Why not? Yeah, the visa flight to Vietnam is easy.
I know. I know.
Still.
Anton, makichika ka dito kay Jado.
About last week. Are you love the show? It's good. Maybe we really appreciate you guys. We try the best.
Jay, we don't have a photo yesterday. Take a photo today. Next, I can dito. Here. Your finger mo. Okay lang yan, nakalino. Your finger. Picture type pa. Picture type. Pag ganun pa, landscape. Picture type.
I want to tease it. Okay lang ba?
Ay, mapapicture na ko kita to.
Bottle of water. Sorry. 3, 2.
Ganda pa live pala.
One leg on.
Another jet.
Yes.
Okay. I'm leaving. You're not Because we're all in this together.
Mo, pwede mo magsulong mo kami mo? May ano, kita kami. Sa gitna kami.
Cosmo, just give them for their coverage of Cosmo.
Pageantology? But he just came to me and said, I love your, you just came to me and said, Sana, I just want to know.
Sis, congratulations. Thank you. So you or Pop, both of you? Three of us. I'm confused. So is he pageantology as well?
No, I'm not sa mo na.
Pageantology, how, US,
Should we do you in front?
Feeling ko white, yung sa ako makita dito. Hindi na tulad ako. Tsaka si Pao. Ay, ang pala siguro. Hindi na alam na ano. Hindi siya award. Lahat naman bibigay tayo kasi ano naman. Ikaw na lang kasi.
Okay.
That's the reason why that's good money. Lahat pero, bibigyan ko sa'yo.
Again, congratulations to us all.
Honey.
Asan na sis?
Oh, I've been walking around. Hello everyone, welcome to the Coronation's press conference for Miss Cosmo 2025. Oh my God, you have no idea. Hello, my friend. How
Hello,
are you, Melvin?
Crown sister. Saying hello from the Crown brother.
First and foremost, congratulations to Miss Cosmo
I know,
for
right?
a beautiful, fantastic show last night. And what do you
Exactly.
think?
I think the show was really, really great. I mean, there was a lot of color, lots of fireworks. The people were excited, and
Absolutely.
above everything else, I like that they kept it about the contestants and the show was fast. Otherwise, what happens is a lot of times the shows drag on.
You have a beautiful eyes. I have not noticed that for the last 3 weeks.
They're fake, don't worry. I got
Oh,
them in surgery.
I think it's much better. Our eyes would look much better if there's lights on.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'm the lighting.
can they still hear us? Can they still hear us? Can you? Here's for you. Can you
Okay.
ask them, guys? Can you hear us? Say yes, please.
No,
Thumbs
don't
up.
say yes. Just
Oh,
put a thumbs up if you.
thumbs up. Thumbs up. I'm still new to this.
Really, don't worry. You're not new.
I'm dreadful. I'm
Yeah.
dreadful at this. You're giving me so much confidence, Melby. I'm Melvin.
Yes.
And then this is our second time meeting, second pageant that we covered together.
Yeah,
First
I
was
know.
Miss Universe, where we
Exactly.
first met, and then now.
Yes, I know.
And you know what?
Yes.
Thank you for everything.
Ah, don't mention it.
Guys, please don't forget to follow as well the OGs of pageantry, no other than, of course, the Global Beauties.
Yes, but I have to
Right.
mention this. Everybody thinks it's just me, Global
No,
Beauties,
it's a group.
but it's a group of 15 experts from all over the
Are they
world.
really all experts?
Yeah, they're real
Why don't
experts.
you include me in those 15
Because there can only be one expert per country.
per country?
Yes, per
So which
country.
country? Like, how about me? I have the UK and the Philippines. Don't you have like
So we have
British
somebody
Filipino?
we got Sally from UK.
Yeah,
And
but
we've
she's
got,
not Filipino. I'm British Filipino.
No, so we don't. You see, we don't accept the Miss USA Latinas. We don't have that system for us. A country is a country.
Oh,
Yeah. So
got
yeah.
you.
And the only reason that happens is because we really try hard at Global Beauties to be completely unbiased. So you can have a lot of opinions for or against a particular delegate, but at the end of the day, your opinion counts to a vote, and everyone has an equal vote, and that's how we get our. We don't even have a prediction list. We have an experts list. So when we have an experts list, we're not predicting the winner.
Absolutely.
We are actually just telling the world who we think would be really great for the organization, and it's sort of like an advice to the world, and it's also sort of a booster for the girls to understand that they did give great performances, even though some of them don't make it. And at the end of the day, that's what pageantry is. It really is mostly about destiny. It is a game of destiny. So you change the judges, the winners will be different.
And talking about destiny, what do you think of our newly crowned winner, Miss USA?
I actually called it 2 weeks before the finals. I told you about it. I personally, being there last year, looking at Tata and looking at Mok, I knew she had the exact personality required for this competition. And again, that exactly shows, what I was saying a little bit earlier. If you see the experts' choice, we had Brazil on number one. I think we had USA on number three. But my opinion was USA is going to win.
Okay, did you put her as number one
So
on your leaderboard?
on my
No,
personal
did you
list.
put her?
No, I
on your
cannot.
leader-
That's the point,
Because
right?
you have to vote.
I have to vote, and in Global Beauties, the final list is
and
from the
who is
collaborative votes.
Who is Global Beauty's number one?
So Global Beauties number one was Brazil.
Brazil. Oh,
And-
she's an amazing girl.
By the way,
Come on.
she is so
she's
amazing.
my girl too.
And I hate to be negative about this, but honestly, she needed a better translator. I have to say this.
Did you
I
feel
mean,
like we were watching Miss Earth the other night? After
I
the
don't
translator
want to
failed
say
to
that
translate.
because let's face reality. These
now they have
these guys
improved.
must be really great translators, but did you see the size of that stage and the size
No,
of
I'm
that
talking about the
audience?
translators. In the
No,
beginning.
and the thing is,
Now-
sometimes
now-
we also have to understand that these translators are humans, and some of them are not into showbiz.
Yeah, but
So
you
when they come on the
understand-
stage, that they too might blank out,
Yeah.
and it just looked like the guy was blanking out.
Was he actually a proper translator? Or
I'm sure he must be. I mean, there must be some credibility because of which he was there. Because if you actually, I want to do a shout out to the Spanish translator because we managed to see him in the rehearsals as well, and he was freaking incredible. Like I mean,
He
first and
was.
foremost, I don't know how somebody can hear a whole speech for a minute and translate it. I have a big important question to ask everybody. If I gave you an answer for 1 minute in English, would you be able to repeat it?
Well, first and foremost, I would be probably
No, if
stumble a
even if
little bit.
give you an answer in English, it's not easy for another person to repeat the answer in English. How is it possible for a translator? So,
But this is
sometimes
his job.
I know it is his job, but sometimes,
He's
the
expecting
thing is
anything.
in pageantry, yeah, he was using shorthand, so that's why he had his book. But, my thing I truly believe is sometimes it's all about destiny,
Only
you know.
because in the 70s and the 80s, I've been watching translators doing an amazing job working.
Exactly. But
Okay.
at the end of it, the quality of everything has come down in today's world. And I think it's a good shake up to the world to say that we all need to focus on not just the fame we get from the work that we do or the validation we get from the work that we do, but actually truly love and enjoy what we do so that the excellence standards don't drop.
Yeah, kudos to the translator, by the way, for maybe there's no other translators for being there and helping Miss Brazil.
I mean, I will only give kudos to the Spanish translator. I will still hold it against the Brazilian translator. I mean, the Portuguese translator. I mean,
Do you
I
think
don't hold it.
do you think that was the reason why she didn't make the top?
I think so. But again, I also believe that Philippines was
Very strong.
Mike's down the best answer in the top five. So there's no way you could deny her. And although I loved her evening gown performance in the top 10, I prefer the preliminaries where my breath was blown away.
By me.
Dare I say that dragon gown by Leo Almodal has to be the best pageant gown of the year.
Oh, so you prefer her Philippines preliminary gown
Yes.
over?
I mean, it had
final
the final gown
I like
had a
them both.
dramatic
Yes.
effect. I like that
Both
part
are
of it.
different.
Yeah, but I mean,
Amazing.
as a designer myself, I think I'm in love with that dragon gown from the preliminaries.
Yes,
You
I
know,
know. Stunning.
I
The
was-
moment she came out.
And it's not just
The
the
shoe.
idea, not just the design. I mean, when you look at it very closely, every bead that is placed and how it is even placed on the zip, it just shows a magnificence of construction. So I just love it.
Going back to Yoli, how do you see Yoli for the next year to come?
So
Or
she's going to
during
be
reign?
she's going to be fantastic because
Absolutely.
I've interviewed her so many times during the contest. I've had a chance to speak to her, and she is what the brand wants. And if anybody thinks that she is not a deserving winner, I would say you need to re-understand what is a Cosmo Queen. It's not a generic beauty pageant. Every organization has a certain style. Like we all know, a Miss World can sometimes not win a Miss Universe, and a Miss Universe cannot win a Miss World.
Absolutely.
They're different pageant systems, different pageant styles, different pageant audiences, and it's a business at the end of the day, and you need to be able to fit the job.
Absolutely.
And I think she fits it perfectly. There's nobody else from the batch that I think could easily take that place. Like, unfortunately, this year I feel all the girls had some of the qualities that could be worked on, but that would need working on. When I saw Tata and Mok last year, they were ready for the job. And if I had to say who was the most ready for this job, it had to be USA.
And I believe USA and the Philippines, they won for a reason.
Yes.
They have the same vibes and energy as Mok and Tata.
Yeah.
And I think they're the 2025 Mok and Tata.
Yeah, and the truth is, I do believe that Philippines brings something different to the table. Chelsea has this unique quality that I've never seen in a Filipina queen before.
She was amazing.
You know,
last night.
she just
shined.
has a natural way of being regal and sweet at the same time, and I love that. I mean, I've not seen that in any Filipina queen
She always
in the
delivers
past.
during the finals. She
Yeah.
delivered last night.
No, but listen, that is what I'm talking about when I saw her every day. But in the finals, she was on fire.
She,
Yeah, exactly. So if people want to call Cosmo a cooking show, maybe that stage was the gas and she was the fire.
oh, I like that. So, are we gonna see you next year covering Cosmo again for the third time running?
If God wills and if I have everybody's prayers, love, and support, I think I will be there to do everything that is good in pageantry. And if I'm not there, then maybe it's not good.
Well, you're doing an amazing job. We've been following your page.
Thank
and,
you.
and also our friend here, Balraj. Are
You,
we
yes.
allowed to introduce Balraj?
You are allowed to introduce
Hi,
him.
Balraj.
Well, Raj is a great
And
cinematographer.
yes, and
He's
for
been
those who do
working
not,
with me for years, and I had to drag him along with me for this project with Global Beauties.
and also for those who many people doesn't know Balraj, I think you need to give him credit for the work he has done for Harnas and the Miss Universe.
Yes,
He was
I
the
mean,
official photographer and videographer
during
for
her reign, yes.
yes.
But he
And
has done a lot of good
I know,
work,
but
you
that's how
know.
talented he
Yes,
is.
you know, and I think sometimes some of the work gets
He's so
shadowed by big names and the big projects that we do. But I personally believe Balraj is one of those people that any work that he does, it emotes a sense of feeling in everybody. So his work is very emotional.
isn't
So
he
I,
amazing? Oh,
no,
right,
he's
Balraj.
brilliantly amazing. He can take the most simplest story and turn it into a magical movie. So I
Do you think Balraj's head would fit in that door outside later?
fit in the door.
Yeah.
Why?
Of all all these compliments.
Maybe it's not. Maybe see, you don't realize I'm on camera.
Without the,
I'm on camera, so I'm saying good stuff. I'm not the same behind the camera. I'm a
I,
little too demanding, unrealistically demanding. But just like Cosmo, if you really see, everything that they do in Cosmo is a fantasy. To
oh
build
yes,
such a
of
big
course.
stage, to go and take so many ambitions. Like, a lot of people, when they get it right, they like to stick to the system
And
because it's safer. But Cosmo will push the boundaries. I've been here last year, I've been here this year. I can tell you very strongly that they have not taken any of their past laurels and
absolutely.
grown on it. They have just said, oh, we did great last year, so now let's throw all of that out of the table and then we will jump in and create something completely new. And I'm like, wow, that is a big risk. And the thing is, like the swimsuit competition, did you see how fast they flipped from doing it outdoor to indoor? Like, that is Cosmo for you. They are not afraid. They're not afraid to just live and give the fans the biggest fantasies.
Talking about this, Cosmo, comparing Cosmo from last year's production to this year's, obviously this is bigger and better, and technically,
No, actually, that's
there's
different. Last year's was bigger, this year's was better.
oh,
Yes.
you can always put it into that. So there's coherence. You see, they're true to their branding. And how would you compare production-wise? Some people says that um, the choreography.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if I have to say this, but apparently the production last year was way better than this year. Would you
See, at the end of the day, there's always going to be a comparison.
comparison?
And the thing is, everybody is really trying to do their best. And what everybody out there in the world needs to know, unlike the smaller productions of the world, where everything is monitored by one person and everything happens under one roof, with Cosmo and Miss World and Miss Universe, there are many, many teams involved. And all those teams have to come together. And sometimes, for everybody, there are surprises at the end. Like, you saw the rehearsals,
Yes.
and then compared to the rehearsals, the show was something else.
Yes.
So it's like you always have to expect the unexpected in these big productions. So sometimes I really want people to understand, before they comment, they really need to understand how everything functions from the back end of things, and that's when you can truly comment. Yes, as an audience, we would love to cater to their needs, but sometimes it's just impractical, and then you just got to
You,
choose.
Melvin, being a designer yourself, an international known, renowned designer who won so many international international um, costume designs, your eye for detail is next to nothing. Is there anything else that you'd like to advise Cosmo to do
A
in the
lot,
and to apply in their production?
a lot, but for that advice I charge. Yes.
Also, this is useless then.
I'm not going
So
to
you,
give it free out there for the world, for all the other pageants to know, and then give. I'll tell you why. Because if you give free advice to people,
yeah.
one, they take it for granted. Two, they take parts of it and then apply it in a bad way.
Okay.
And sometimes when you hire counselors, when you
Yeah.
hire advisors,
Okay.
you those people will run you through not just with an idea of what needs to happen,
Absolutely.
but from the beginning to the end of how it needs to happen.
So I go to Henry right after this and ask him to put some budget on the side for your
You don't
next
need
year's
to.
idea.
You
He
don't
will
need
do
to.
it.
You don't need to because I think the
Are
team.
you so serious?
Yeah, this team knows when to hire whom.
People were asking when it starts. It was supposed to
Oh,
start at
are you that bored,
supposed to
guys?
start at 2 o'clock.
Okay,
But tell them that
but
you're
according to Cosmo, we won't start until you reach the first 200,000 subscribers. So better. Okay, so now this is it. We're coming to an end, and today is our last day here in Vietnam. Tomorrow, some people might stay, like us. We have to stay for another week. What has been so far the highlight of your stay here in covering Miss Cosmo?
I would definitely say the fashion show at Hue
Oh
was
yeah.
the most magical experience I've had. I mean, sitting there on that runway, right in the middle of it, I don't think I have felt so out of this world ever before. That show just blew my mind away, and when that finale moment came out with all the snow like bubbles in the air, oh, that was very
Beautiful. I
dreamy and
know. I
magical.
saw that.
So, yeah, so I think that is by far the best experience I've had, not just in covering this event, one of the best experiences I've had in a show in my life.
Magical, wasn't it?
Yeah, totally magical. But the best
And
one, I have to give a shout out to Broadway in London, Lion King.
Lion King, of course.
The best, forever. My one personal
And
favorite.
one last thing before you go, message to our newly crowned Miss Cosmo 2025, Violi.
Oh, I've already given her a lot of messages. She knows that I'm swimming this journey with her in excitement, and I knew she was going to win before because she just has the personality. So the only thing I would tell her is don't get pressured by the amazing journeys that Tata and Mok have had because they are incredible queens, but also believe that you are incredible too, and this journey belongs to you now, and make your
Are you
own
talking to me?
destiny. I know you're the next Miss Cosmo. you know, Listen, if Cosmo is a cooking show, we have the next Philippines.
Chef.
Yes. No, I can be the chef. You can be my dish.
Oh, not in front of my husband.
because he loved dishing it.
Well, thank you ever so much. It's such a fun to be with. Always make me so comfortable behind or even in front of the camera. Thank you so much,
because
my
I
love.
love intelligent people. I love people
Okay, what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that you're very intelligent. I like that you use your brain a lot in trying to come up with the best possible questions of the girls. And I want to say this, I've said it to you throughout the competition, and I'm going to say it to you on camera so that you never forget this, okay? That, Summer, believe in yourself because you are better than the pressure you put yourself under.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, did you hear that? Now, prove him right.
Yes.
Subscribe now and don't forget to like and share before I get really, really upset. Otherwise, you won't see my face anymore.
Yeah,
What do
I
you
know.
think? Is that okay to harass my followers and subscribers to
I mean,
subscribe?
I know you like playing hard to get, so that's what she's doing. Your audience is with you in a relationship, so take it or leave it,
Thank you.
but don't ignore it.
Oh, don't ignore it. Thank you so much for
Yes.
sound advice. Thank you, Melvin. Mwah. What is?
This is on a live. Why don't you do? Go and hijack his live. Go on.
No, that's not Louis. That's Miss Rock. You're so amazing.
Thank you.
You're the best.
I'm sure the Indians would love to pull stuff out of it to make it controversial.
Okay, what should I do? Oh my God, you're not popular in India. Am I still on?
No, I'm
Okay,
very
what?
popular. I am popular in India. You see, it's about my love and support. I have a lot of haters.
Our first communication was way back 2018 during Miss Universe in Thailand. Catriona. No. I know.
Okay, the press conference was due to start half an hour ago, but the girls are stuck in traffic apparently. So they are here, not far away, so bear with us. I know people are asking what time it starts. It was due to start at 2 o'clock, but due to traffic, I believe, the girls are a little bit delayed. I think also they didn't go to bed till 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'll get Summer back on screen in a moment, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Okay, I think we're getting reports that the girls have appeared outside, so we're not too far away. Because Henry's arrived. If Henry's here, that means the girls are here. So,
Kính thưa quý vị đại biểu, quý anh chị phóng viên, biên tập viên và các cơ quan truyền thông, chương trình họp báo sau đăng quang Miss Cosmo 2025 sẽ bắt đầu trong vòng ít phút nữa. Và bây giờ xin mời tất cả quý vị vui lòng tiến vào hội trường, ổn định vị trí chỗ ngồi của mình để có thể theo dõi chương trình. Ladies and gentlemen, the Coronation Press Conference Miss Cosmo 2025 will begin in just a few minutes. We kindly invite all distinguished delegates, members of the press, media partners to settle your position in order to begin our press conference. Xin chào.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to apologize for keeping you all waiting. We're very grateful that you have waited for us and patiently awaited our first official press conference. So thank you truly for allowing us to speak in front of you all today.
Very grateful to see all of you today, and of course to see familiar faces, and of course our international media partners, mostly from the Philippines. My heart's so full and happy right now, so excited to have this first ever press conference.
Đôi lời chia sẻ. Cái lời đầu tiên thì chắc là gửi đến mọi người một cái lời cảm ơn tất cả các anh chị báo chí sau một cái đêm dài gọi là 7 đến 12 giờ thì ngày hôm nay lại có mặt và đã chờ đợi cái buổi họp báo được bắt đầu vào lúc này. Chắc là sẽ không để mọi người chờ đợi lâu nữa, chúng ta sẽ bắt đầu luôn buổi họp báo đăng quang ngày hôm nay. Please have a seat.
I'm gonna put something now on my
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome all of you to the Coronation Press Conference Miss Cosmo 2025. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, after the long journey and memorable journey of Miss Cosmo 2025, featuring 71 contestants from around the world, right now we have time 2, Miss Cosmo 2025. Miss Cosmo 2025, Yolina Lindquist, representing United States of America. Woo! And also, runner-up Miss Cosmo 2025, Fernandez, representing Philippines. And right now, I would love to ask Miss Cosmo 2025 about your emotion and sharing after being crowned and have gotten the new title, our second ever Miss Cosmo.
Hi everyone. I feel very excited for the journey. I'm overjoyed that I was crowned last night to be the second ever Miss Cosmo. Tata's shoes are so big and I hope that I can fill them, but I'm looking forward to my year with Chelsea, with the Cosmo organization. Yeah, I'm very, very excited. We have orientation next week and I'm excited to see what our year has in store. And I also just want to thank you all, not only for waiting, but for being here and supporting us. I know a lot of you have spent the last month with us, traveling with us from here to away to Delat. So we are very, very grateful for you to still be here, continuing our journey and just supporting us, not only in Vietnam, but from all over the world. So truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm very excited to spend the next year with you all and be a part of the Cosmo family as the second ever Miss Cosmo.
Thank you, Bella, for your inspiring sharing. How about Chelsea? Can you share about your emotion and reflection on your proud journey?
Oh, well, honestly, my feeling right now is really indescribable. Very happy, of course, very grateful for the opportunity and the chance to be here and to be working with the Miss Cosmo organization for a year. And of course, with our newly crowned Miss Cosmo and Yolina, we're actually housemates. So it's like a trial, you know what I mean? But yeah, very grateful, and at the same time, I am nervous because I really don't know what would be my role to be a runner-up for our Miss Cosmo. But of course, I know that Miss Cosmo will guide me on what to do, and of course, with a lot of responsibilities and duties. And I'm very excited. Imagine we'll be staying here, and there's so many opportunities that going to knock on our doors, and I am ready to fully embrace it and accept it. So yeah.
Salamat, Chelsea. Thank you very much for your powerful sharing. And ladies and gentlemen, attending today's press conference, allow me to introduce our distinguished delegates. Xin trân trọng giới thiệu tham dự buổi họp báo ngày hôm nay. Phó giáo sư tiến sĩ Nguyễn Văn Cường, Phó Cục trưởng Văn phòng Chính phủ, Associate Professor Dr. Nguyễn Văn Cường. We are honored to welcome representative from Miss Cosmo Organizing Committee. Trân trọng giới thiệu Mr. Trần Việt Bảo Hằng, Head of Organizing Committee, CEO of Miss Cosmo. Would like to introduce, xin trân trọng giới thiệu ông Lưu Quốc Duy, trưởng khối truyền thông Miss Cosmo. Mr. J. Blue, Head of Marketing and Communication, Unimedia. And ladies and gentlemen, right now is the Q&A session. Please feel free to ask your question to our delegates. Okay, I give you the micro. Please help me to give him the micro.
Hello, my name is Andy. I'm come from ProPress, the global media partners of Miss Cosmo. And first of all, I want to say what.
Did they give microphone to each one? Or we're going to be given a
First of all, I want to say welcome to the Cosmo family, Ngọc Tín, Chelsea Fernandez, and Ngọc Na, and Yolina, Lindquist. So first of all, my questions for you guys, like, how was your feeling after holding hands together, and what did you talk to each other last night when you're holding hands together? And how was your experience so far at Miss Cosmo? And what's your favorite activity in Miss Cosmo journey? And the third question is that, did you have any plan to do in your reign? And especially your homecoming in Philippines and USA, you know? The fans is waiting for you homecoming. And the fourth part, and we will check when you debate, how will you develop it and make it to reality? Một câu hỏi dành cho anh Hoàng là sau cái đêm chung kết đã có rất là nhiều cái có những cái tranh cãi cũng như những cái điều đồng thuận về kết quả, thì anh cảm nhận thế nào sau đêm chung kết và cái kết quả này có làm cho anh cảm thấy hài lòng
Và sau cuộc thi thì anh định hướng mình sẽ hỗ trợ như thế nào cho top 2 để mà thực hiện dự án của các bạn, cũng như là đồng hành cùng các bạn trong cái chuyến homecoming sắp tới. Và anh hãy chia sẻ một chút tiết lộ về kế hoạch sắp tới tổ chức cuộc thi năm 2026. Dạ, xin cảm ơn.
So as for me, honestly, everything went fast. Especially at the backstage, it was chaotic. Honestly, but everything really happened so fast. Like imagine from we were doing
Do
the
we just
production number,
like
and
this?
after that, top 21, and then top 10 to top 5, and just holding hands with Yolina. I just felt that this is it. I'll be part of the Miss Cosmo because whatever happens, we have the crown and I'll be winner or runner-up, it doesn't matter, as long as I'll be part of Miss Cosmo, and I'll be grateful for that. And I think one of the favorite activities that I have here in Miss Cosmo is when we went to WEG and Dalat. I really love the weather. A lot of girls were really enjoying the weather, even though it's really cold, but we're feeling it, we're loving it. And I cannot wait to go back there and just enjoy. And for sure we're going to celebrate Christmas and New Year in here, and that is also one of the things that I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, for homecoming, I am very excited for that. For sure, my country and my province is also excited for that. I am not yet sure about the schedule, but it will happen for sure. And I cannot go back to my country and show them the crown, the sash. You know, for sure, they're very, very proud. They inserted a lot of effort in this competition, and I am sharing this victory with them. Of course, as what I have mentioned during the debate, my action plan, I started it since 2019. And now that I have this greatest platform, an elevated platform, I think it will be easier for me to promote it, not just in the Philippines, but of course, globally. And for a lot of partners that Miss Cosmo has right now, it would be definitely easier. And I hope that you join me in this mission.
Then for me to take the rein on those four, last night I agree, it was a very surreal feeling. And like she said, it went very, very fast. We did the opening number, and some of you know that was my kryptonite. So once that anxiety got out of the way, I was like, oh my gosh, top 21, wow. And then as we slowly moved closer to top 5, to top 2, I kept telling people backstage, I was like, Pinchy, this isn't real. It was a very surreal moment. And I think, especially for me, when I got called into top 2, I was like, wow, my life is in Vietnam now. I'm so excited. I've had so many fans be like, are you ready to stay in Vietnam? And I'm like, well, now I get to. So I was very excited. From the get-go, I had the mindset coming into this pageant that it is a win-win no matter what. You either win the crown or the tiara, or you win the experience and the sisterhood, the memories, and fortunately for us both, we won both. So we have all the experiences from competing the last month, but also the next year that we're going to have with the Cosmo organization and with each other as title holders, which is so exciting. And that kind of ties into the next part, our journey in Vietnam. We've had so much fun here from every event. Everything's been so meticulously planned. I think my favorite overall was the carnival show. That was amazing. I think I can speak for every girl that competed in it. We all felt like $1 million in these extravagant costumes representing our country. I think that was one of my most proud moments, so I had just an absolute blast. And then we got to see Nigeria in her costume again last night because she won overall. And it's just phenomenal to see culture and tradition also incorporated into such a extravagant costume. So that's one of my favorite memories with all the girls. Oh gosh, what's next? Ooh, yes. I'm so excited for our reign. I barely slept last night. I'm so excited for what is in store. Yes, we just spoke with Henry briefly before to kind of start seeing what our schedule is going to look like, and next week is orientation. So by then I'll know a lot more about what my homecoming will look like, what my reign is looking like. I'm very excited to spend Christmas, New Year's here, and figure out what's next. But I know my country is highly anticipating my homecoming. I've felt overwhelming support from the US and from fans internationally, especially in Vietnam. So I know it will be a very proud moment for myself and for my country. And it kind of ties into my action plan to go globally with Courage Over Cancer. I'm very excited to work with the Cosmo organization and the organizations that I've already partnered with to really take that on the global scale, and all the countries that I plan to visit. Hopefully we, meet the number that Tata visited last year and then some. I have a heart of traveling. It's an absolute goal of mine to travel as much as I can throughout my years. So I really hope to combine my passion of traveling with my community initiative and really work with the Cosmo platform to really spread that. They do so much work with Smile Train and other organizations. They do sponsorships and bicycles that they sponsor for kids. And I would love to also take that on and do a lot of servant leadership work during our reign. I believe that we have only so much time in our reign, so we can sleep when our reign is over. I want to do as much as we can in the next year and make the most of it.
Thank you very much for your answer. You guys such amazing. Kính thưa quý vị, và những chia sẻ vừa rồi là những chia sẻ đến từ Đông Hoa hậu Miss Cosmo 2025 cũng như là Á hậu Miss Cosmo 2025 ạ. Với Chelsea thì cô ấy chia sẻ rằng khi mà cái giây phút mà cô ấy nắm tay Yolina thì cô ấy cảm thấy là cô ấy không còn quan tâm là như thế nào nữa, bởi vì cô ấy đã là một thành viên của đại gia đình Cosmo Family rồi. Cô ấy rất là tự hào về điều đó. Và tiếp theo điều mà cô ấy cảm thấy nhớ nhất đó chính là những cái lúc mà cô ấy tham gia tại Đà Lạt, không khí rất là lạnh, đồ ăn cũng rất là ngon, những chương trình và cũng như là cô ấy rất là thích những cái điều chi tiết mà nhỏ nhặt nhất mà ban tổ chức đã mang đến cho cô ấy và chăm sóc rất là tận tình. Cùng với đó là cô ấy có một điều mà hơi tiếc nuối, đó chính là cô ấy không thể nào mà có thể về quê nhà của mình Philippines để mà có thể khoe thành quả, khoe chiếc vương miện cho những nỗ lực của mình. Đó là một điều mà cô ấy cảm thấy rất là tiếc nuối, nhưng mà cô ấy đã rất là sẵn sàng để mà dành một năm này để tận hưởng Giáng sinh, tận hưởng năm mới ạ. Và một tràng tay cho Chelsea, applause for Chelsea for your amazing sharing. With Yolina, thì với Đông Hoa hậu chúng ta thì cái giây phút mà cô ấy cầm tay của Chelsea thì cô ấy cảm thấy rằng đây rất là kỳ diệu, bởi vì từ lúc mà vào top 21 rồi top 10 rồi top 2, cô ấy cảm thấy là bản thân của mình thật sự như là đang như là trong mơ vậy ạ. Và tiếp theo thì cô ấy cảm thấy rất là nhớ nhất những cái lúc mà tham dự Cosmo Carnival Show, với phần trình diễn rất là mãn nhãn đến từ các thành viên, đến từ các thí sinh cùng thi với mình. Và cô ấy cảm thấy rất là tự hào bởi vì Nigeria là một thí sinh mà cô ấy rất là yêu thích và đã giành được giải thưởng Cosmo Carnival Best Costume. Tiếp theo về action plan và homecoming thì cô ấy sẽ cố gắng để tận hưởng tất cả thời gian ở Việt Nam, sẵn sàng cống hiến để mà phục vụ mang đến cho cộng đồng. Về một cái dự án rất là đặc biệt của cô ấy đó chính là Courage Over Cancer, một dự án cô ấy mong muốn có thể phát triển toàn cầu cùng với tổ chức Miss Cosmo ạ. Và cô ấy đã sẵn sàng để có thể gọi là không ngủ mà có thể cống hiến cùng với đại gia đình Miss Cosmo trong những kỳ sắp tới ạ.
Shall I go there, Steve, or shall I go here?
Dạ, xin mời em này sẽ cùng trả lời câu hỏi của mình.
Cảm ơn Linh. Và cảm ơn câu hỏi của Duy. Thì đối với câu hỏi đầu tiên đó là sau đêm kết thì có những cái dư luận, cả đồng thuận, cả tranh luận về kết quả của xuyên suốt đêm chung kết. Thì cá nhân của Hoàng suy nghĩ như thế nào? Thật ra đại diện một cái đơn vị tổ chức cũng rất là nhiều những cái cuộc thi sắc đẹp cả Việt Nam cả quốc tế, và họ nghĩ cái điều này thì cũng rất là tâm đắc một chia sẻ của một vị ban khảo, đó là giám khảo Paula Sugar. Thì cô có nói là thật ra kết quả như thế nào thì cũng không thể làm hài lòng tất cả mọi người được, thật lòng thì
When you ask the
những
question, I'll
những
film
cái
for
sự
you.
cổ vũ
When
tại
I
hiện
ask
trường,
you, you film for
những cái
me.
chàng pháo
Okay,
tay
thank you.
khi mà chúng ta
This is
có
good
các bạn
angle.
top 2 và đặc biệt là Hoa hậu và Á hậu thì đã cho thấy là cái kết quả này được mọi người ủng hộ như thế nào. Và nghĩ đây là cái điều đầu tiên, đó là cái điều quan trọng nhất. Còn trong hành trình của cuộc thi, những cái kết quả khác top 20, top 21, top 10, top 5 đều là sự cân nhắc rất là kỹ lưỡng của ban giám khảo cho xuyên suốt cái hành trình. Và phải nói thật lòng là ban giám khảo cũng có chia sẻ là năm nay là một năm rất là khó chấm, rất là nhiều bất ngờ. Các thí sinh thì rất là đồng đều và mỗi bạn phải có một cái thế mạnh riêng. Chỉ riêng một cái hôm đầu tiên khi mà giám khảo vừa thực hiện xong cái vòng phỏng vấn kín thôi thì đã có rất là nhiều những cái thay đổi về nhìn nhận kết quả, và rất là nhiều giám khảo đánh giá là họ quá là ngạc nhiên. Và có rất là nhiều cô gái ở trong vòng phỏng kín đó làm cho họ cảm thấy là năm nay chúng ta có một cái dàn thí sinh quá là tuyệt vời. Thêm một cái buổi trình diễn ở bán kết nữa thì họ nghĩ là cũng giống như nhiều diễn đàn thì họ cũng đánh giá là năm nay là một năm là rất là khó để nhìn thấy được và biết được chính xác là những cái tên, những cái vị trí cao nhất sẽ là ai, bởi vì các bạn quá là đồng đều đi. Tuy nhiên thì cuối cùng dựa trên diễn biến của đêm chung kết thì họ nghĩ đây là hai cái tên mà đã nổi bật nhất và đã thể hiện rất là đồng đều và xuyên suốt trong tất cả các phần thi và mang về một cái chiến thắng xứng đáng. Và bằng chứng cho chiến thắng xứng đáng đó là cái sự ủng hộ của mọi người dành cho hai bạn trong đêm chung kết. Đối với cái câu hỏi thứ hai, đó là đối với top 2 và tổ chức Miss Cosmo dự định sẽ đồng hành cùng với các bạn như thế nào, thì thật ra trước cái buổi gặp mặt báo chí cũng có chia sẻ với các bạn là ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta sẽ có buổi họp báo và sau đó sẽ có một tiệc đám tang.
For my brain cell.
Các đồng hành sẽ dành thời gian cho các bạn nghỉ ngơi một chút. Và sau đó thì sẽ bắt
Is it
đầu
okay to
cái
ask a
cuộc rất
couple
là
of
bận rộn
questions,
với
but
rất là nhiều
first
những
to
cái hoạt động media,
This is everyone that Chelsea.
gặp gỡ các đối tác, các đơn vị, những đơn vị đồng hành, các hoạt động cộng đồng đầu tiên như là các hoạt động thương mại, chuẩn bị cho homecoming của các bạn, và đặc biệt là với cái kế hoạch hành động, những cái hoạt động cộng đồng dự án của cả hai bạn thì có một cái điều đặc biệt đối với cả Yolina và cả Chelsea năm nay, đó là cả hai bạn này đều đã thực hiện cái dự án cộng đồng của mình từ trước và từ khá là lâu rồi. Với Yolina là dự án về cancer,
Yes.
với
I understand that bit.
Chelsea là cái dự án cộng đồng về môi trường,
Environment.
và cả hai cái hoạt động này đều đã được các bạn đã thực hiện từ khá là lâu. Nghĩ đây cũng là những hoạt động rất là ý nghĩa và có thể apply ở cái quy mô toàn cầu. Với sự đồng hành của tổ chức Cosmo thì chắc chắn là sẽ giúp cho dự án của hai bạn tiếp tục lan tỏa cái sự ảnh hưởng của mình. Cuối cùng là nghĩ là mọi người cũng rất là tò mò về kế hoạch 2026. Không nghĩ là vừa mới thực hiện xong 2025 cách đây mấy tiếng mà bây giờ đã bị hỏi về kế hoạch 2026 rồi. Thật lòng thì Hoàng cũng có bật mí một chút là đối với 2026 thì mình vẫn đang bỏ ngỏ giữa cái phương án tổ chức là sẽ tiếp tục tổ chức tại Việt Nam hay tổ chức tại một địa điểm quốc tế. Mỗi cái địa điểm thì cũng có những cái lợi thế khác nhau. Và sau khi Hoàng cũng mong muốn là sau khi cân nhắc cái phản ứng của mọi người từ đêm chung kết vừa rồi để mình đưa ra được cái quyết định chính xác nhất là mình nên tổ chức ở đâu. So there are three questions. The first one will be after the final show, there will be some discussion. Some will agree or some controversies about the results of the competition. I think with me as an organizer for many years and have been organizing a lot of different competition, I know when the result come out, there will be someone happy, more happy than the other ones. And that's the competition, so that's what we have to accept. There's one thing that was shared by the judge that I will be very agree with, is that that at the end of the competition there will be only one winner. It doesn't mean that the other one is a loser. And I think for the result yesterday, we can see from the cheering, the applauding of the crowd, that we can see that everyone, all of us, are very satisfied with the result, especially when it comes to the winner and runner-up. I think you guys did an amazing job tonight, and we are so proud of you, especially at the debate and the Q&A.
Thank you very much.
And the second question is how the organizing committees and Cosmo organization will accompany Top 2 in the action plan. I think what they're really different because with Chances and Yolina, with your community project, you already done it before. You conduct your projects in 2019, and for Courage Over Cancer, I know that Yolina put a lot of effort and dedication into her project, and I think with the support of Cosmo organization, you will have to amplify the impact of your project, not only domestically but also internationally. And the third one is about the plan for organizing the competition in 2026. So I think that what people are really waiting for. But for now, I could not say anything specific, but I think I was still very open for opportunities to host it in another country.
Apparently,
But to be fair,
I was going to the airport, was going to ask
the
questions.
feedback of the audience when we organized it in Vietnam the last 2 years, production, everything, the hospitalities, and a lot of fans are asking me, may I keep organizing it in Vietnam? So maybe after today I will send a survey to see what people want. But over the last few months I've been coming to many different countries and scouting for location to see what the potential venue for the upcoming Miss Cosmo. Yeah.
Thank you for your sharing, Mr. Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, any question? Please raise your hands. I see over here, we help me to give them their micro. Please state your name and country.
Hi, this is Pao from the Philippines, a content creator. I would like to ask, of course, before I'm going to ask a question, I just want to say congratulations, Henry, and Miss Cosmo organization for uplifting the women, of course, internationally. And in less than 24 hours, you gathered like 4 million views on YT, so congratulations. And thank you so much for your warm welcome, especially us international media here in Vietnam. So my questions are, so my first question, of course, for Henry, I would like to ask, of course, everybody knows that what are the responsibilities and duties of being a runner with Chelsea? And my question for, of course, our newly crowned Miss Cosmo 2025. I remember I asked you regarding how do you define impactful beauty? So now you're already crowned as Miss Cosmo 2025. How do you define how do you define impactful beauty? And for Chelsea, congratulations for bringing pride and honor to our country, the Philippines. So my question for you is not a question, but your message to our fellow kababayans or our fellow countrymen out there who has been supporting you from you.
Oh, wow, thank you for that and for giving me the chance to say my thank you message. Honestly, I am very grateful. Receiving that immense love. I would just like to share that I got like 28 million votes. Like imagine the love and the support that I received, not just from my, of course, fellow countrymen, but for all the people who believed and supported me. So maraming salamat. I think 4 days more before celebrating the Christmas. So I think this is one of the best gifts that I could give to my fellow Filipinos. Since we Filipinos really love Christmas and we are anticipating it since September. So I think this is the best gift that I could give to them. So again, maraming salamat po for the love, for the support. And now that we have this crown, I will utilize it and of course do all of my duties and responsibilities. So again, maraming salamat po from the bottom of my heart, and this achievement is also for you.
Thank you very much, Jessie.
Thank you for the question, and thank you for being here. We really appreciate all the international support that we have received, so it truly means the world to us. Defining impactful beauty now that I'm crowned, I kind of stand with what I've said before in the past, that I think to be a leader is to lead with empathy and with heart, to lead with service. I think to hold these titles and to be impactful, we have to lead with compassion and grace and confidence. We have to stand against all odds. You know, we come from different backgrounds, different cultures, different financial situations, environmental factors, and you know, we've come against those odds and now we're representing. And I think already coming and showing that we can do that is already being an impact and being a role model and inspiring. And I think as our term continues, we'll continue to do just that. So I think we'll continue to define impactful beauty through, you know, leading with grace and confidence, but also ensuring that we spread the Cosmo's mission to set tangible goals for ourselves, to better ourselves, better our environment, better our communities, not only in Vietnam, but also globally through our countries, and to spread that through the girls' countries that competed as well. So I hope that we can be impactful, and I believe that sometimes impact isn't on a huge scale. Back home, I try every single day, if I can change one person's life, for me, that's a day made. If I go to a community service project, if I'm visiting an animal shelter, or if I'm baking cookies for a senior citizen shelter, picking up trash in the street, it's not about, you know, yes, the goal is to help on a wide scale a lot of people, but not everyone can see the bigger picture. If I help one person every single day, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, 365 people I've helped. And that's my ultimate goal as Miss Cosmo. If I can help one person and change one person's life every single day, my role as Miss Cosmo will be complete, because I know that in my heart, every day was meaningful. So I hope that I can do just that and be an impactful beauty every single day.
Kính thưa quý vị, và đó là lời chia sẻ đến từ Chelsea và Yolina. Với Chelsea thì cô ấy cảm thấy rất là biết ơn từ tận đáy lòng mình, bởi vì cô ấy đã nhận được giải People Choice với 28 triệu vote từ những người mà yêu thương cô ấy, đến từ người dân Philippines, những người đã luôn ủng hộ Chelsea, tin tưởng Chelsea, và cô ấy cảm thấy rất là biết ơn. Và cô ấy nói rằng là người dân Philippines thì chúng tôi rất là yêu Giáng sinh, và cô ấy cảm thấy rất là tự hào khi mà bản thân mình đã giành được chiếc vương vị này, chiếc ngôi vị này, và cùng với lại tổ chức Miss Cosmo để có thể lan tỏa những giá trị của mình, thực hiện những dự án của bản thân và dành tận hưởng Giáng sinh ở Việt Nam ạ. Đối với Yolina thì cô ấy cảm thấy cô ấy định nghĩa về chủ đề Impactful Beauty, đó chính là chúng ta sẽ lãnh đạo bằng thấu cảm, bằng trái tim của mình. Bên cạnh đó là cô ấy sẽ đảm bảo việc thực hiện những dự án của mình với cộng đồng cùng với tổ chức Cosmo. Và cô ấy cảm thấy rằng đôi khi kết quả nó không nằm ở một số lượng quá là lớn, mà là những người mà cô ấy gặp, những điều nhỏ nhặt mà cô ấy từng làm, cô ấy mong muốn có thể mang đến một giá trị, mang đến những người xung quanh mình cảm thấy rằng khi mà họ tồn tại, họ có giá trị và họ có những cái điều tích cực thay đổi cuộc sống của họ. Đó là điều cô ấy mong muốn hướng tới, và mong muốn lan tỏa những điều tích cực và tốt đẹp nhất đến với những người đã luôn tin tưởng, ủng hộ.
When you ask me, can you also organize mine?
Thank you very much for you guys for your sharing. Mr. Henry?
Yeah. And for the first question, talking about responsibilities of the runner, but before I answer the question, I would like to say thank you, because you complimented us for 4 million views of the show yesterday, and I want to take that opportunity to say how grateful I am, because we get that exposure, because we get the support from the media representative in Vietnam and around the world. Without your support, we couldn't make it. And I think one of the reasons that Miss Cosmo rising so high this year, and we break the record of last year, is because of your support. Thank you. Cũng rất là muốn gửi một cái lời cảm ơn đến tất cả các đơn vị phóng viên báo chí trong và ngoài nước, tại vì năm nay là một cái năm rất là đặc biệt, với năm thứ 2 thôi, nhưng mà chúng ta đạt được rất là nhiều những cái thành tích, những cái kết quả rất là đáng khích lệ trên truyền thông, mạng xã hội trong và ngoài nước. Cuộc thi cũng được đánh giá phản hồi rất là tích cực và cái điều này cũng đến từ cái sự ủng hộ rất là tận tình của tất cả các đơn vị phóng viên báo chí, những người đã đồng hành. Có rất là nhiều những người ở đây gọi là đã đi xuyên suốt cái chặng đường này cùng với ban tổ chức từ những ngày đầu tiên, từ cái chặng hành trình ở Huế cho tới ngày hôm nay. Đó là một cái điều mà mình cảm thấy rất là xúc động. Xin cảm ơn mọi người. For the questions talking about responsibility of the runner-up, I think what we see is talk to Miss Cosmo. The reason why we only do one winner and runner-up because first I think they can support each other and becomes the perfect duo for the whole race. And you can see the duty and responsibility is almost the same because what we can see at the moment when they debate that this is a moment of like 51 and 49. They are very close to the crowd, and they both deserve it. And for me, what we can see from the race of Tata and Mook, that for the runner, she very good at accomplishing her task, being a host, being a speaker, being a keyboard player, and being a supporter to the winner. And because during the race, they're very busy with commercial job, travel to different countries to fulfill the task. And when we see the winner at your country giving a crowd, we can see the runner at home giving speech, doing commercial job, and they switch their role very smoothly. And I think, to be fair, for us, we have two winners every single year. That's how we have it every year in Vietnam. So I know we can see that the moment when they're holding hands. I just talked to them before the press conference. I feel like you guys are so comfortable because no matter what happens, they know they are become a part of the Cosmo family, and they have duty and responsibility in Vietnam. And you guys will have KPI as well. Thực ra thì cái câu hỏi là về cái trách nhiệm và cái nhiệm vụ, cái nghĩa vụ của Á hậu. Đây cũng là một cái điều rất là đặc biệt đối với Cosmo. Tại vì ở Cosmo thì chúng ta chỉ có một Hoa hậu, một Á hậu, và cả hai sẽ cùng nhau hoàn thành cái nhiệm kỳ của mình. Hoàng có chia sẻ là cái khoảnh khắc mà top 2 debate, tức là hùng biện ở cái vòng cuối cùng, thì mình có thể nhìn thấy được là đây là hai cô gái cũng rất là ngang sức ngang tài. Một cái khoảnh khắc cũng rất là 51-49 và cả hai đều chạm rất là gần đến vương miện. Đối với cái tiêu chí của Miss Cosmo đặt ra từ đầu, đó là Hoa hậu và Á hậu sẽ đồng hành cùng nhau, và chúng ta có thể nhìn thấy thông qua nhiệm kỳ của Tata và Mook. Có khi chúng ta sẽ nhìn thấy Hoa hậu đang công du ở nước ngoài, thì Á hậu sẽ ở nhà thực hiện những cái nhiệm vụ của một speaker, một MC hoặc là những hoạt động thương mại. Đôi khi Hoa hậu với cái hoạt động cộng đồng thì Á hậu sẽ đồng hành cùng với ban tổ chức, thì chúng ta cũng sẽ nhìn thấy được cả hai chuyển đổi vai trò với nhau rất là mượt mà và đều hoàn thành cái nhiệm vụ của mình. Nó cực kỳ xuất sắc, và cũng nhân cái cơ hội này cũng muốn dành một cái lời cảm ơn rất là chân thành và sâu sắc đến cả Hoa hậu và Á hậu, những người đã vẽ nên hình mẫu của Cosmo từ cái mùa đầu tiên, đó là Tata và Mook. Và đối với top 2 của năm nay thì Hoàng tin và cũng vừa có một cái cuộc trò chuyện ngắn với hai bạn trước khi bước lên khán phòng, và cũng nhìn thấy được cái năng lực này. Vì có vẻ như là cũng nhìn được những cái hình mẫu của mình từ Tata và Mook, là cả hai cũng rất là chủ động và cũng biết là mình cũng có rất là nhiều KPI phải hoàn thành trong nhiệm kỳ của mình. Cảm ơn các bạn.
Xin cảm ơn những chia sẻ của anh Hoàng ạ. Dạ, có câu hỏi nữa không ạ? Dạ em mời đưa cho chị Kim. Please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Summer Smith from Crown Sisters Channel. Oh, all right then. Oh, sorry about this, and congratulations first and foremost to Miss Cosmo organization for producing such an amazing show. And again, well done to all members and staffs. And of course, congratulations to you ladies. First, Miss USA, congratulations. And thank you for not breaking the chain, you know what I mean. And Chelsea, you made us all proud. Congratulations. You're now officially the most voted Filipina beauty queen in the history of beauty pageant. Now, I have a couple of questions, one for each. And first and foremost, if I may ask Miss USA, Miss Cosmo 2025. All right. Um, we had this little conversation just before the finals. And I believe before competing in your national pageant, a big company already recognized your leadership and offered you a job. In fact, not just a job, prepared to wait for you, not just once, but twice, to complete your pageant journey. Now, with your victory last night, how do you see, professionally, how do you see your professional path unfolding? And maybe after that, I would ask Miss Chelsea Fernandez from the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to have not broken your chain. So yes, prior to competing in Miss Cosmo USA, I was offered an amazing job at a Fortune 100 company. If you do not know, I graduated from university in May with 4 bachelor's degrees, so I was very excited for the opportunity. However, when I won Miss Cosmo USA, I decided to make that my full job and defer that job decision. So luckily the company decided to hold me over. I was very transparent with them back in October when I won. So they kind of knew what to expect if I did win. And fortunately for me, I did. Unfortunately for them, they do not have a human resources talent acquisition specialist joining them in January. But I think going into pageants, there always is the chance of winning, and for me, this is my dream. This is what I want to be my full-time job. So I'm very excited for the opportunity to be Miss Cosmo 2025, which is still so real to say, but also see the opportunities that unfold from it. I know Tata and Mook both had previous engagements prior to coming, and I'm sure there's going to be so many opportunities that unravel for them. I don't believe in predicting the future or, trying to stick to a plan. I'm very grateful for the degrees that I obtained at university. They gave me so much skill set, so many experiences, and so many things to be able to speak better on. But I do not hold myself to those degrees. I would absolutely love actually not to follow degrees in those, to follow a future in those degrees. So I'm very excited to see what my year unravels with the Cosmo organization and a future career path. So my passion is not in the degrees that I pursued, but it's in social media, in traveling, in engaging. So I would love for, after my year, to fully see a career and path unravel in that. So it's unfortunate that I cannot pursue my job with my prior engagement, but I'm off to bigger and better things. I'm very, very excited to work with the Cosmo organization. I wish you guys could have seen the actual, it's not set in for me yet. I don't think it has set in for me yet, but this is my full-time job. My parents left this morning and they literally told me, they're like, we'll see you in a year. We're so excited for you. We can't wait to come and visit. So I'm very grateful for all the support that I have at home, for my family, for my community. It's been overwhelming support. And I know that no matter what happens after my year of reign with Cosmo, that I will have amazing opportunities ready, whether it's pursuing my degrees or going back to school or trying to do more public speaking, influencer, social media roles. So I'm very excited. I am just trusting God's plan, the Cosmos plan, and whatever happens, because that's what put me into this position.
Absolutely, and we are excited for you too. We can't wait to see you for the whole year. And thank you before we start the interpreting translation. Miss Philippines, social media plays a major role in shaping public opinion. Do you think it gives an unfair advantage to some contestants? And would you support limiting its influence in future competitions?
Tita, social media is really a double-edged sword. It highlights sometimes positive comments and, of course, negative comments as well. But we have to accept the fact that people have their own opinions and they have this role and they have this, no, they can share their opinions, right? And I think it will not be unfair, as long as the people who are going to comment would be nice. Just, find the best or nice words if you have to say something. So for me in the Philippines, we know that we love pageants so much. We pour our passion in pageantry, and of course we take pride in it. And sometimes, honestly, I also read comments, even though it's negative or hateful, and sometimes I just do understand them because, they're passionate about pageants. So I think the only advice that I could give is that people can comment about their opinions, about their thoughts, as long as they find nice words or kind words.
Well done. Congratulations.
Trước khi bạn phiên dịch cho mọi người thì tôi muốn hỏi một anh rõ ràng là chương trình ở cái cuộc thi của mình thì là sau khi mà đã quay rồi thì chắc chắn cái hành trình về thiện nguyện về cộng đồng thì là phải diễn ra, thì cái một trong những dự án mà tôi nghĩ là rất là ấn tượng với khán giả Việt Nam là dự án về bệnh nhân ung thư. Thì tôi không biết là khi mà đã đăng quang ở Việt Nam rồi, Việt Nam cũng đang có một cái những chiến dịch về ủng hộ bệnh nhân ung thư cũng đang rất là lớn, và cái dự án của mình của bạn Tân Hoa Hậu thì mình có khuyến khích các bạn là ưu tiên cũng như là mình sẽ có những cái hoạt động cho bệnh nhân ung thư tại Việt Nam hay không. Cái thứ hai nữa là khi mà chỉ là cái chương trình chỉ là mùa thứ 2 thôi, nhưng mà Miss Cosmo đã là một trong những chương trình giới, thậm chí là có thể lớn ép trong một số cuộc thi đã có những thông tin trước đó. Tuy nhiên năm vừa rồi thì vì người chiến thắng là người nước ngoài, cho nên năm vừa rồi cái hoạt động thiện nguyện của Tân Hoa Hậu của bạn Tân Hoa Hậu á, nó lại không có để lại nhiều dấu ấn, bởi vì cái hoạt động đó không có độ lan tỏa tới cho việc của mình nhiều. Thì năm nay mình có thể thay đổi không để có thể tạo thêm cái độ viral cho việc của mình hơn.
Em cảm ơn chị Trang. Chị Trang có đặt ra 2 câu hỏi rất là hay. Câu hỏi đầu tiên thì là về dự án liên quan đến các bệnh nhân ung thư. Và cái điều này cũng rất là đúng là tổ chức Cosmo thì trước giờ có cái network rất là rộng đối với các dự án cộng đồng. Ví dụ như là Việt Nam Capital Foundation hoặc là Room to Read. Gần đây thì mọi người cũng sẽ thấy là Cosmo hoạt động rất là nhiều với lại BCNV là mạng lưới ung thư vú, hoặc là Blue Ribbon là về hỗ trợ cho phụ nữ ung thư cổ tử cung. Thì những cái dự án này đều được đồng hành bởi các Hoa Á hậu của cuộc thi Hoa hậu của Việt Nam và Hoa hậu của quốc tế. Và đặc biệt là đối với dự án của Tân Hoa hậu thì cũng có rất là nhiều sự tương đồng và có thể đồng hành được với những cái dự án đang có, đặc biệt là dự án về mạng lưới ung thư vú. Thực tế thì khi mà các bạn thường đặt một cái câu hỏi liên quan tới dự án cộng đồng là mình phải thực hiện cái dự án riêng của cá nhân, thì Hoàng cũng có thường xuyên chia sẻ với các bạn là thật ra đối với Cosmo từ trước đến giờ chưa bao giờ thực hiện một cái dự án cộng đồng là một cái hình thức để mình tô điểm cho cái profile của mình hoặc là làm đẹp thêm cái nhiệm kỳ của mình. Nó phải đến từ những cái điều không nhất định phải là một cái gì đó mình làm độc quyền cho mình để mình ghi dấu ấn là tôi sở hữu một cái dự án. Nếu như tôi có một cái tâm huyết, tôi có một cái dự án thì rất là tốt, nhưng cái dự án đó nếu kết nối được với những cái dự án, những cái nguồn lực, những cái mạng lưới, những cái hệ thống, những cái con người mà họ đã được họ đã thực hiện những dự án tương tự, để mà mình có thể cùng với họ lan tỏa cái thông điệp của mình nhiều hơn, dùng cái sự ảnh hưởng của mình hoặc huy động thêm nguồn lực được cho họ thì rất là tốt. Chính vì vậy mà Hoàng từng ví dụ như cùng với cái sứ mệnh về phụ nữ bệnh nhân ung thư vú thì Á hậu Thảo Nhi cũng đã từng hoạt động rất là thành công, và sau đó thì rất là nhiều hoa hậu và cũng đồng hành với VCNV. Thì mình nghĩ là với dự án của Tân Hoa hậu và Coronation for Cancer thì cũng có thể cùng thực hiện được với lại các dự án cộng đồng đang còn, và nó chắc chắn là sẽ cùng nhau tạo được cái hiệu quả rất là lớn. Cái điều thứ hai là đối với cái câu hỏi liên quan đến các hoạt động về thiện nguyện, thì Hoàng cũng rất là hiểu cái suy nghĩ của Trang, đó là nếu mà mình làm các hoạt động thiện nguyện tại Việt Nam thì có thể cái độ ảnh hưởng, cái sức lan tỏa sẽ nhiều hơn một chút. Tuy nhiên thì ở đây mình đứng ở cả hai góc độ. Cosmo Organization là tổ chức Cosmo sở hữu hai cái thương hiệu cuộc thi, cuộc thi Hoa hậu Hoàn vũ Việt Nam và Hoa hậu Hoàn vũ quốc tế, thì ở đó mình sẽ cần phải cân đối cả những sứ mệnh tại Việt Nam với Hoa hậu Hoàn vũ Việt Nam, và có những cái sứ mệnh mà mình cam kết với vai trò là một tổ chức quốc tế. Chính vì vậy mà chúng ta thấy được là tổ chức Cosmo thì có partner với lại Smile Trend là một tổ chức quốc tế để thực hiện nhiều hơn những hoạt động ở quy mô quốc tế, những cái hoạt động mang tính ví dụ như là workshop để tuyên truyền, hoặc là khi mà hoa hậu đến thăm các quốc gia hoặc mời các hoa hậu quốc tế đến Việt Nam thì đều có những cái hoạt động gọi là tương thích với nhau để mà mình có thể tiếp tục lan tỏa các hoạt động của Smile Trend, ví dụ như là Smile Trend tại Indo, tại Campuchia, tại Cambodia, tại Panama hoặc là các quốc gia châu Mỹ. Bên cạnh đó thì hoạt động cộng đồng thì mình nghĩ là nó có rất là nhiều cái những hoạt động cộng đồng khác nhau. Ở đây thì mình có thể hiểu là những hoạt động thiện nguyện là philanthropy, và những hoạt động cộng đồng khác là social community project. Thì đối với các hoa hậu thì thường là hướng các bạn vào trong một cái advocate, tức là một cái lý tưởng để làm một hoạt động về social nhiều hơn. Còn lại những hoạt động thiện nguyện thì thường là sẽ đồng hành với lại cái sứ mệnh là tổ chức Cosmo. Chúng tôi có một cái quỹ gọi là quỹ Hoa hậu Hoàn vũ, là hàng năm thì quỹ Hoa hậu cũng làm rất là nhiều những hoạt động, ví dụ như là xây nhà, xây cầu, trao học bổng, hỗ trợ nạn nhân của thiên tai bão lũ. Và cái quỹ này được gây quỹ thông qua rất là nhiều những hoạt động khác nhau. Mọi người thường thấy đó lý do tại sao mà mỗi một cái cuộc thi thì thường là sẽ có một cái giải golf, ví dụ như là Cosmo Golf Tournament vừa rồi thì cũng đã gây quỹ được khoảng 1,5 tỷ để xây dựng nhà để hỗ trợ cho nhà tình thương cho bà con tại các tỉnh như là Huế, Khánh Hòa, Lâm Đồng, Ninh Thuận và Tây Ninh. Thì cũng có thể tiếp nhận cái góp ý này, thì có thể là một thời thì chắc là mình sẽ lưu ý hơn một chút xíu về công tác cộng đồng, cũng như là chịu khó truyền thông hơn chút xíu nữa để mà mình tạo được một cái sức ảnh hưởng tốt hơn. Ở đây không phải là sức ảnh hưởng để mà mình đánh bóng cho tên tuổi, nhưng mà cũng hiểu là đây là một cái sức ảnh hưởng tạo nên được cái khái niệm về powerful beauty nó rõ ràng hơn. Cảm ơn chị Trang. Xin lỗi mọi người là kế bên tòa nhà đang xây dựng cho nên là hơi ồn một tí. Đấy, chị nhanh mặt quá.
Xin cảm ơn anh chỉ lần chia sẻ của anh Bảo Hoàng ạ.
Chắc anh sẽ nhìn lại một
cái phần hồi nãy vừa có anh chị nãy mà.
Ok, em dịch. Regarding to question raising from Miss Thùy Trang from Người Lao động newspaper. The first one talking about a project related to cancer patients. So in Vietnam, we also have a very good network with a lot of organizations to solve the problems of cancer patients. For example, BCNB is the breast cancer network in Vietnam, and they work very strong in Vietnam. And we have a lot of runner, Miss Cosmo Vietnam, working with BCNB and another organization, including Ribbons, also related to cancer for women. So I think that your project, Chorus to Cancer, we can help you to amplify the impact of the project by connecting with the organization that already work in Vietnam, and together making a huge impact for the community, especially to the patient of breast second questions related to the philanthropy and community project of Cosmo organization. So suggestions of the journalists is that we have more activities, philanthropy activities in Vietnam. My sharing is about we, on behalf of Cosmo organization, we own two brands, Miss Cosmo Vietnam, which is a domestic brand, and the international brand, Miss Cosmo. So two organizations, two competition, we focus on two missions. Miss Cosmo Vietnam is more focused on philanthropy and activities in Vietnam, while the Cosmo organization have their own business of raising in part and having their missions and community project internationally. That's the reason why we partner with MyTrend globally to organize activity every time the Queen travel to different country. And but I take the suggestions of having more activities in Vietnam so that we can create more exposure, impact, and awareness for audience in Vietnam to raise the brand of this Cosmo. Thank you for your suggestions. Yeah.
Thank you very much for your answer, Mr. Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, any questions? I would love to ask. Yeah.
Tôi là Bạch Phương đến từ Tuổi Trẻ. Có hỏi thầy một xíu. Cái thứ nhất là hầu hết các khán giả xem thì thấy cái chương trình mình đầu tư hoành tráng, sân khấu cũng hoành tráng, thì không biết là mình có tiết lộ chi phí thực hiện cái chương trình sân khấu như thế nào, và cái phần bán vé đó thì nó như ra sao, có bù hay lỗ, bù là được cái nào của chương trình đó hay không. Câu hỏi thứ hai là trước đêm chung kết thì có thông tin lan truyền trên mạng là việc mà Miss Cosmo mình không đạt được thỏa thuận hợp tác với một nhà thiết kế trong việc mà diễn trang phục đó, thì bên nhà thiết kế cũng lên tiếng, Hoàng cũng lên tiếng, nhưng mà cũng chưa cụ thể hơn đó. Thì Hoàng sẽ chia sẻ cụ thể hơn về cái việc này cũng như là các giải pháp để không đánh lặp lại cái trường hợp này đối với các mùa giải sau. Câu hỏi thứ ba là hỏi về hai bạn Hoa hậu và Á hậu. Thì trong suốt cái hành trình đến với Việt Nam thì hai bạn ấn tượng nhất điều gì, và có quen với ẩm thực Việt Nam hay không, và chắc chắn là trong suốt hành trình 1 năm sắp tới thì bạn phải ở Việt Nam nhiều, thì không biết là các bạn có dự định học tiếng Việt để giao tiếp với các bạn tham gia hoạt động Việt Nam mình tốt hơn hay không. Câu hỏi thứ hai là về ban tổ chức thì thường thì đối với các cuộc thi hoa hậu trong nước thì Sri Lanka thì các bạn sẽ hoạt động nhiều về lĩnh vực nghệ thuật. Thì đối với hai bạn thì ban tổ chức Miss Cosmo có tạo điều kiện cho bạn lớn sơ sang nghệ thuật ở Việt Nam, ngoài cái việc mà tham gia các sự kiện hay là các hoạt động cộng đồng hay không?
Okay, so I would love to translate briefly about the question of Mr. Phương from Báo Tuổi Trẻ from Young News. Okay, so during the time that you spent in Vietnam, what's the most impressive about Vietnam and about the food, and do you have a plan to learn Vietnamese? Both of you.
Well, we all know how Vietnamese are very friendly and very, welcoming. But a lot of people don't know the work ethics that they have, and that is something that I would like to highlight now. Like, they're very professional, they're very on time. When the call time is like 7 a.m., they're knocking on our doors even before an hour. So imagine the dedication and the passion that they have when it comes to their jobs, when it comes to their work. So sometimes if I feel so tired, I always think about, for sure, the organization team, the staff, and the people who are working here in Miss Cosmo are much more tired, right? So every time that I'm feeling giving up or just want to leave everything behind, I always think that I should not be tired, I should not give up, because the people that who are working in here are putting a lot of effort and passion. That's why I am really inspired every day. So I would also like to say thank you to all of you, to all of our RMs, to all the contestant manager, to all the social media team, to all the people who are working here in Miss Cosmo for giving all of your best. That's really making us more proud and more inspired, and of course giving us a lot of energy. And yes, I'm very willing to learn a lot of Vietnamese phrases, sentences, or words. For sure, we have to learn it because we're communicating different people. So I am willing and excited to learn. I hope that you could help us.
Thank you for your question. This is one of those that make me so happy to answer. I have felt such overwhelming support since arriving in Vietnam, and I know I speak for so many of the girls that have competed as well, that our fan base here and our supporters gave so much love to us. I think the staff also, everyone that was with us day to day, they gave so much. And when we got done with rehearsals, we were all tired, but we always had a fan base almost at the end of every single rehearsal, giving gifts, giving us drinks, making sure that we were getting enough sleep. And I think that was something that really kept us going. I've been able to try so many Vietnamese snacks and foods through them. They've just been giving us stuff to try. My favorite has been a sticky mango candy that's covered in like salt. Phenomenal. My first few weeks here, actually, I had no Vietnamese dollars, so I only had US dollars. And every time I passed by a mango stand, I was like, please take my US dollars. But eventually I exchanged my currency, thankfully now too. So I have the mango on the street and the fresh fruit on the street has been one of the best things. In the US, most of our produce is imported, so to have something so fresh and so ripe. A lot of our fruit is very unripe. You have to leave it on the counter for a few days, so it's been amazing. I've had a lot of Vietnamese food prior to coming here, so I'm very excited to try it all, so much more now that I'm here. I'm going to be using a lot of grab orders to our apartment very soon. That is going to be how we're going to bond, is through a lot of matcha, bubble tea, pho orders. The first night I was here, me and Chi Lin, Miss Cosmo Vietnam, we did a grab order, so I think there'll be a lot more of those in our futures. As for learning Vietnamese, I've already started. I know this, and I can say this to Mr. Henry. Ep chai sup. So slowly learning. I learned this morning that anyone that's younger than me that's female is M. So, well, Chelsea is older, so she'd be Chai, Chelsea, Chilin for Miss Cosmo Vietnam. And any male that's older or younger is An. I think it's An Henry. An. And I've been learning Oi Troy Oi. Oi Troy Oi. There's a few more that I know. Every single day I set my goal to learn one word. This morning I learned, I learned a word for thank you. So slowly learning, I'm gonna use Duolingo, Rosetta Stone. I'm really gonna rely on them to slowly teach us words every day. So I really hope that hopefully by the pageant next year, we can speak a lot of Vietnamese to you all. That's my goal. Thank you.
Thank you, Yolina. Thank you, Jessie.
Cảm ơn những cái câu hỏi của anh Hoài Phương. Thì đối với câu hỏi đầu tiên thì đêm ngày hôm qua là mọi người cũng có thể nhìn thấy được thông qua cái chuỗi hành trình vừa rồi thì có một chương trình cũng rất là hoành tráng. Nhìn cũng thấy được là trong đó thì ban tổ chức cũng đầu tư rất là tâm huyết. Hoàng thì xin phép là sẽ không tiết lộ cái con số cụ thể. Nhìn thì chắc là mọi người cũng biết được đây là cái dự án mà được đầu tư nhất từ trước đến nay của Unimedia. Và mình nhìn thấy được ở năm thứ hai này có rất là nhiều cái điều kiện thiên thời địa lợi nhân hòa. Và đây là cái thời điểm để khẳng định một cái cam kết và cái sự nỗ lực của Cosmo trong cái việc nghiêm túc với những cái cuộc chơi lớn mang tầm quốc tế. Hoàng không dám nói là nỗ lực để mình đạt tới cái vị trí nào hoặc là mình đã đạt được cái vị trí đó chưa, mà cái đêm chung kết này đã phải là hay nhất chưa. Cái cho Hoàng là cái người thường hay ngồi và nốt lỗi hơn là khen. Lúc nào sau một đêm chung kết Hoàng cũng có một danh sách những thứ phải sửa, thì luôn luôn là như vậy. Còn đối với chương trình này thì chắc chắn là cái mức độ đầu tư có thể nói là gấp đôi so với lại những cái dự án mà mình từng làm. Và về nguồn thu thì may mắn là đối với cuộc thi Cosmo quốc tế thì và Cosmo Việt Nam thì Cosmo quốc tế mình cũng đã thiết lập được một cái công thức về doanh thu nó cũng khá là ổn định, từ tài trợ, từ bán vé, từ bình chọn, từ bán bản quyền và các nguồn thu khác. Thì về cơ bản thì mọi người cứ yên tâm là cũng còn đủ sức để làm thêm được vài mùa nữa. Rồi còn sau đó thì lúc đó mình mới mọi người cố gắng hỗ trợ thêm. Nếu mà cái cuộc thi đó mọi người nhìn thấy được cái tâm huyết thì lúc đó mình tin là khán giả sẽ ủng hộ cuộc thi bằng rất nhiều cách, và chính cái sự ủng hộ của khán giả là cái mang đến cái sự phát triển bền vững của cuộc thi. Tại vì một khán giả có thể ủng hộ thông qua việc mua vé hay bình chọn, thông qua một lượt xem, cũng có thể tạo ra được doanh thu trên digital, hoặc ủng hộ thông qua chính những cái lượt chia sẻ truyền thông, cũng là ủng hộ nhà tài trợ. Thì mình nghĩ là tất cả những cái sự yêu mến của mọi người cũng là một cách tạo nên nguồn thu cho một cái tổ chức. Còn mọi người yên tâm nữa là nếu mà phải mà bù lỗ thì Hoàng sẽ forward qua thành KPI của nó. Đối với câu hỏi thứ hai là ngày hôm qua, thật ra trước đó thì Hoàng thấy là cũng có một số những cái thông tin dư luận liên quan đến một nhà thiết kế và cái câu chuyện liên quan đến bộ trang phục đồng diễn. Thật ra thì thông thường thì với cái cách làm việc của Hoàng và Yolina thì Hoàng sẽ không muốn đi quá xa vào những cái vấn đề này, tại vì đâu đó thì mà một cái sự tập trung dành cho cái tâm điểm chính là sự kiện chung kết. Thật sự là Hoàng cũng sẽ không chia sẻ thêm cụ thể, và cũng giống như trong status ngày hôm qua Hoàng có nói, thật ra khi mà một cái gọi là cái thỏa thuận liên quan đến hợp đồng không đạt được thì đôi khi đó là cái thiệt thòi và cái điều tiếc nuối cho cả hai phía. Cả hai bên đương nhiên mình đã tìm đến nhau để thỏa thuận thì chắc chắn mình mong muốn nó phải thành hình thành hài, nhưng mà khi không đạt được thì cả hai đều tiếc nuối, và đi sâu vào trong đó thì mình nghĩ nó cũng không hay. Đào sâu hơn thì đôi khi là đánh mất cái cơ hội cho cả hai trong việc hợp tác với nhau trong tương lai. Cho nên là một người làm kinh doanh thì mình nghĩ là mình luôn mở cho những cái cơ hội trong tương lai hơn là đào sâu vào một câu chuyện của quá khứ. Cuối cùng thì đối với những cái hoạt động nghệ thuật của top 2, mình nghĩ là đây là một cái điều kiện rất là tuyệt vời khi các bạn hoạt động tại Việt Nam. Đây là một môi trường giải trí, môi trường nghệ thuật, một cái ngành công nghiệp văn hóa đang dần hình thành, có rất là nhiều cơ hội cho những cái talent Việt Nam và nước ngoài hoạt động tại Việt Nam. Điều đó có thể nhìn thấy được thông qua một nhiệm kỳ cực kỳ bận rộn của Tata và Múc, và cũng nhìn thấy được cái tiềm năng đó ở Yolina, Chelsea khi hai bạn hoạt động ở Việt Nam. Ngày hôm qua thì nhìn những cái phần trình diễn hoặc thể hiện của hai bạn, đặc biệt là cái phần thi swimsuit, thì mọi người nói với bạn là hai bạn này chắc chắn sắp tới sẽ rất là đắt số thời gian, và những cái gương mặt về quảng cáo hoặc là commercial thì mình nghĩ là cả hai bạn rất là phù hợp, và chắc chắn là hai bạn này cũng rất là sẵn sàng đón nhận cái việc học tiếng Việt để mà có thể thích nghi hơn với môi trường hoạt động tại Việt Nam. So the journalist also gave me 2 questions. The first one, we talked about investment. We invest into the show last time. You're also very curious about that. Because we put a lot of effort and resources and invest, millions into the show. And I would say, I would not say a specific number of investment that we invest into the whole journey of Miss Cosmo, but I would say this is the biggest project ever that we have invested, and it will be double effort and investment. But luckily that we have set up a very sustainable stream of revenue from sponsorship, from ticketing, merchandising, voting, licensing, so to help us to equal and break even our investment. And if there's any gap between the investment and the revenue, so the gap would be forwarded into the KPI for you guys. And another question is about the showbiz activities, the entertainment activities, because we see that you have a lot of potential working in Vietnam, especially when I witnessed the moments when you walk out for the swimsuit and you have competition this season. You have a lot of chance to walk and slay the runway in Vietnam. And we have a lot of fashion week, international fashion week, and commercial job is waiting for you. So that would be a very busy year.
Thank you very much for your answer, Mr. Henry. I can see that Miss Cosmo and runner-up are ready to work in Vietnam. So big round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to reach the KPI? Yay! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, one more question, yeah, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Luis Portales from Luis Portales social media pageant coverage. And I want to keep it simple, so I only have one question for each one of you. So for Sir Henry, first of all, congratulations for the success of the show and Miss Cosmo. As we said, we reached over 4 million viewers already in less than 24 hours. And my question to you is, I think that with such a new competition, you have managed to disrupt the industry of pageantry to really make a mark. So my question to you is, how do you plan to keep it going in the future, and what is your vision for the future of Miss Cosmo? I will also ask my other questions at the same time. So for our new Miss Cosmo 2025, my question to you is, I remember a conversation that we had, and you know this year we had a lot of strong delegates from pageant countries, and we're also getting a lot of support from other countries, right? And USA, although it's a powerhouse, doesn't have many numbers in terms of like the support sometimes compared to other countries. Now that you are our Miss Cosmo 2025 and our cap holder, what is it something about you on a personal level that you want them to know about that maybe they didn't get to see before? And last but not least, for Chelsea, our runner-up from the Philippines. I mean, Chelsea, I've been following your journey for such a long time, and I know, and you are, without a doubt, one of the most loved beauty queens in the country. I think that the numbers speak for itself, 28 million votes. How would you help bring the Miss Cosmo brand to the Philippines to make it bigger, and also to bring it closer to the hearts of Filipino fans?
Since the Philippines is a very loving pageant country, and now that we got the responsibility, the title of Miss Cosmo, of course we are willing to work to a lot of organizations back in the Philippines. We're willing and we are ready to accept help and support from all of the LGUs, NGOs, the private sectors that are, have this mindset when it comes to pageantry. And knowing that this is just the second year of Miss Cosmo, they really have that potential. And as what you have said, they created the big stages, and we've got so many views, just less than an hour, and the number speaks for itself. So now it would be easier for me to promote Miss Cosmo, of course, with help of people who are willing to help me and bring Miss Cosmo to the Philippines.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing? It's so good to see you guys.
So good to see you as well.
Thank you. For something that everyone should know about me, oh my goodness, there's so much. Like you said, that there was so many amazing countries that came and were represented, that had so much support from home. And I know the US is so well known, and I think many would consider it a powerhouse because we do have really such strong contenders, but sometimes not as much support as some of the other countries. I know, like, Philippines has so much support from her countrymen. It's amazing to witness. Regardless, I'm so grateful of my support from home and internationally from I've seen messages from so many other countries that have been so supportive, and it's so uplifting to see that people aren't just hyper fixated on their national delegate, and that they're able to see the strengths in every single representative, because I think there were 71 amazing women that came and competed, and I don't even say against each other, we competed with each other. It was truly a sisterhood. So a personal thing of me that I want to share with everyone, to everyone that's been watching and following their own national representative, and now following my journey, Chelsea's journey as the international representatives, is that we are, just two amazing young girls. I think one of my biggest strengths, and some might call it even a weakness, but in my own personal opinion, is that I'm a very authentic, real person. I am charismatic, I'm fun-loving, I am very, very much so myself. I never try to fit into a mold that society tries to put me in, or the pageant industry specifically tries to put me in. I think in the pageant industry, everyone has an idea of what their winner is, or there is such a stereotype of what the perfect title holder is, and I believe in breaking that mold. And I might have not been everyone's winner yesterday, and that's okay, I think I'm here to represent every girl across the world that stands for a dream and just wants to be their authentic self, and that breaks molds and breaks the stereotype of what a pageant girl is. So I hope I win everyone's hearts over my term, and I hope that regardless of how some other powerhouses or countries that are very passionate about the pageant world can respect the jury panel's decision, and really embrace me and Chelsea as the next Cosmo title holders of this year. So I'm very grateful and excited to, be my authentic, all my American girl next door vibes to the Cosmo.
Thank you very much, Yolina. Thank you, Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Kính thưa quý vị, với chia sẻ của Chelsea về câu hỏi của nhà báo, cô ấy sẽ đồng hành cùng với Miss Cosmo như thế nào để có thể cùng phát triển thương hiệu Miss Cosmo đến với cộng đồng những người yêu thương, theo dõi những cuộc thi sắc đẹp của fans Philippines ạ. Thì cô ấy cảm thấy rằng rất là tự hào khi mà Miss Cosmo chỉ mới là năm thứ 2 nhưng mà đã đạt được rất là nhiều những thành công, đạt được rất là nhiều những sự theo dõi. Cụ thể là con số mà viewers xem chương trình thì thực sự rất là nhiều, rất là lớn, và bên cạnh đó chúng ta có thể thấy được là Cosmo đã đầu tư rất là nhiều vào sân khấu cũng như là những màn trình diễn để mang đến cho quý vị những màn trình diễn, những phần thể hiện mãn nhãn nhất ạ. Và cô ấy tự tin rằng là bản thân cô ấy sẽ sẵn sàng làm việc và đồng hành cùng với tổ chức Miss Cosmo để có thể mang đến những giá trị tích cực nhất và thiết thực nhất đến với việc phát triển thương hiệu Miss Cosmo tại Philippines. Yolina thì cô ấy chia sẻ về câu hỏi rằng cô ấy thể hiện bên cạnh những cái kỹ năng của mình trong cuộc thi như thế nào so với các thí sinh khác, thì cô ấy cảm thấy rằng điều cốt lõi là cô ấy cứ làm chính mình, sống thật với bản thân của mình, theo đuổi ước mơ của mình, và cô ấy không cố gắng để mà trở thành một hình mẫu nào đó, mà cô ấy cứ mang những điều cốt lõi, những giá trị mà cô ấy luôn theo đuổi và thể hiện mình ra cho ban giám khảo và khán giả thấy. Đó là điều mà cô ấy mong muốn chia sẻ. Dạ, xin cảm ơn ạ.
So regarding the question of, let's say how I see Cosmo in the future, I would love to keep it going, and the vision for Cosmo in the future. I think that's the question I keep asking myself when I create it. Why not the world need another pageant? So for Cosmo, I think there's some points of core value, keyword that I will keep in mind when we're doing it. Firstly, about consistency. For consistency, I mean like we not do it for just 1 or 2 years. That glamorous, that big, that high quality. I will keep that quality, keep growing with that maintain high quality is one of our key values. And high quality, I mean high quality of network, of licenses holder, of contestant, of production, of media activities, of all the show and production we put into the whole journey. And I think it's not only about one or two shows. Like I see some pageant one only semi-final and final, but I think it's more important that we will have a chance to experience different destination, different cuisine, different like signature things of Vietnam. And I always told them like, even though of course I want people see my competition is important, but I always tell the girl that winning a competition is important, but not winning that it doesn't mean that you are a loser. It means that you have more experience, you have more friends, you learn and you grow from that. So that's the reason why we're trying to create a competition with a lot of activities to make sure that they have a lot of experience, memory to bring home. They have a lot of photo and video exposure for the media, and love and support from the fans in Vietnam. I know a lot of fans in Vietnam, they love and share and support to each and every single contestant, and they make sure that they cheer to the contestant even if they know like the contestant doesn't have the big fan base in the country. And that's why I'm so proud of Vietnamese community fans. The third keyword is transparency. I think it's very important because no matter what, no matter where the girls come from or which size they represent, I know they put a lot of effort and dedication on making their dreams happen, and all dreams count and they matter. So one of the points that we want to make sure is that the transparency of the competitions is the most important thing, and that's the reason why we can work with the top judges in the jury panel and invite them to come with us. The third one is innovative. We never stop striving for new things, for excellence, and bringing the new excitement into the show. And that's the reason why people see and always look very tense when it comes to the show. At that time, I have two forms. One for watching the live to see the live quality, to see the camera angles, and another form to reading the command, because that's the best way to see which one to fix right away. Because the fan will show you like this one needs to fix, and it takes a thing, fix it. And that's how I learned. And I think the last and the most important thing is that the value of women empowerment. I think women is the core and the heart of a competition. For women empowerment, I mean, is the essence of the pageant, and that's what I keep repeating to my team. Like we do everything, and for that platform, it had to be a platform that really empower women to come with us. And if I could add one more thing is that we maintain a high quality network of all the media representative all over the world and the license holder, because they are the one key factor of help to reach the success today. And I hope that we can maintain that in the future to have the brand of Miss Cosmo soaring higher. Thank you. Đối với cái câu hỏi của Louis, thì Louis muốn hỏi là đối với bản thân Hoàng và Cosmo thì nhìn nhận như thế nào về tương lai của cuộc thi Miss Cosmo, và đâu là những cái tạm gọi là động lực tăng trưởng, tức là những cuộc thi này sẽ phát triển trong tương lai như thế nào, với những điều gì. Thì Hoàng có chia sẻ một số những cái keyword rất là quan trọng mà mình đã từ cái lúc bắt đầu cuộc thi Miss Cosmo mình đã luôn tâm niệm. Cái điều đầu tiên đó là sự nhất quán, tức là cái chất lượng tổ chức phải luôn đạt được cái chất lượng đó hoặc tốt hơn trong cái khâu tổ chức hàng năm, chứ không phải chỉ là câu chuyện đầu tư đầu voi đuôi chuột cho những năm đầu tiên để lấy tiếng và sau đó thì biến mất. Cái điều thứ hai nữa là phải giữ được một cái chất lượng cao trong toàn bộ những cái hoạt động, từ cái mạng lưới về giám đốc quốc gia, về thí sinh, về cách thức tổ chức, đơn vị báo chí, hoạt động truyền thông giữ một cái standard rất là cao. Đó là lý do tại sao mình trong ekip của Yolina lúc nào trong rất là căng thẳng và các hoạt động cũng hay chia sẻ nói đùa là ví dụ mình ngồi trong một hoạt động là mình có hai cái điện thoại, một cái để đọc để xem livestream để coi là quay có ổn không, ánh sáng có tốt không, visual lên có đẹp không, một cái để đọc comment thì fan feedback như thế nào và ngay lập tức sẽ nhắn cái tin là sửa liền, rớt cái áo mình nhắn là nhặt cái áo ví dụ như vậy. Thì by the way, I have your ngày hôm qua thì Yolina rớt cái vòng tay và cái điều thứ ba nữa là cái tính minh bạch của cuộc thi. Đây là một cái điều rất là quan trọng đối với một cuộc thi lớn, thì mình nghĩ là tất cả những cái thí sinh đến đây đều rất là quan trọng cái cơ hội được chia công bằng với tất cả các bạn, và đó là cái điều mà từ cái cách thức tổ chức chấm điểm cũng như là hội đồng ban thảo đều rất là lưu ý điểm này. Một cái điểm nữa đó là cái tính sáng tạo và đổi mới, và cuối cùng là sự trao quyền cho phụ nữ. Thì đây có thể nói là những cái giá trị cốt lõi mà mình đặt ra đối với cuộc thi Miss Cosmo ngay từ lúc mà tạo nên cái sân chơi này ngay từ đầu, và hy vọng là sẽ luôn giữ được những cái giá trị cốt lõi này trong cái hành trình sắp tới của mình để tiếp tục mang cái thương hiệu Cosmo đi xa hơn. Cảm ơn mọi người.
Cảm ơn những chia sẻ của anh Hoàng ạ. Không biết là còn câu hỏi nào nữa không ạ? Dạ, xin mời.
Good evening, Cosmo royalty. I am Global Beauty Pageant expert, Melvin Nerona. Let me begin by acknowledging each one of you and your greatness. Chelsea, that evening gown blew our minds away. Above everything else, I have never seen a Filipina queen with so much grace that looks so natural like a princess. So congratulations on your victory. Yolina, from the day I met you, I knew you embody the personality of the brand, and I am so happy to see you sitting there wearing that crown. 4.2 million views, and yet people call Cosmo the cooking show. Well, I want to say this, that we have seen you work hard, we have seen you stress, we have seen you show grace under pressure. When the global media is there, even before you speak in Vietnamese, you ask permission to do that. We have seen you work tirelessly. We have seen you really go behind all of the organizers, the media, and everybody taking care of everybody, and above everything else, taking care of the girls. So from Global Beauties, we have an important advice. You keep cooking, and we will keep eating. So the questions, Chelsea, my first question to you is, you've got so many millions of votes. What do you think is the secret sauce in your personality that makes you get that kind of love? My second question to you is, you've been with Yolina through this contest. What are the 3 qualities of Yolina that you think made her the winner? My questions to Yolina would be, you have traveled to 16 countries in the world. Which 16 are those, and how much more do you plan to increase that number? And the second question is very similar. What qualities of Chelsea do you see that makes her sit with you as a winner? And I've put all the girls through a challenge to the contest, so now it's your turn, Henry. The most difficult question comes to you. Since the whole world is calling Cosmo a cooking show, if you had the chance to cook one Vietnamese dish to serve the world, which one would it be? Thank you.
Thank you for the question, and you're so sweet and kind to me. Thank you for always appreciating, especially my gown. I really love my gown. I hope that you also love the preliminaries that I wore. It's really iconic, like the blue dragon. Yes, really. Thank you. Well, as a woman, I always want people to see me as strong, very tough, that I could conquer anything or everything, even with a fearful heart. However, even though how hard I try, people always see me as funny, very genuine, I have this like gentle, spirited vibe. And no matter how I do, and no matter how I want to be serious, people just look at me as very light, that has that light vibe and very funny. So I think that what really makes me stand out, and that what makes me win, that I always show them my authentic self. I am very competitive, but just on stage. I always perform on stage, but once I'm off stage, I'm this jolly, very funny person. So I think that what makes me stand out, and that makes people love me, I think. And for the second question is, oh, Yolina is my housemate, even though we don't get the chance to really talk because of course, our hectic schedule. but I really saw the personality of Yolina. It's also very authentic, and I think that what really makes us, connected with each other. And of course, aside from that, she also have this funny personality, like she's doing this expression, and it really makes me laugh. And I think one of the best qualities that Yolina have is you are really a great speaker. And she knows her advocacy so well, she defended it so well, and you're very deserving with your title, and I'm happy for that. I'm so proud of you. And I cannot wait to work with you for a whole year. Let's make this happen. Let's utilize our platform so well and take on the responsibilities and duties. I know we can do this.
Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, yes, we were just housemates, so unfortunately we've never shared a room. We'll be housemates. I'm so excited for this next year, truly. But thank you, you're so sweet. I'm gonna start with her qualities, and I'm gonna go into my 16 countries. Because Chelsea, we've had the chance to have dinner together, talk. I mean, sitting back in the room for talk too was so thrilling. But I think you are so strong. Sitting back there when we were talk two, you were just so composed and so graceful, and I think you very much so embodied that suit when we were sitting back there. We were holding hands on stage, so I think I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? You're just like composed, strong. But I also think that you have so much energy too. And I think when you're on stage, you're so eloquent and graceful, and I mean, literally so amazing up there that people never get to see your energy. We went to a Thai restaurant the other day, and it was Philippines, Thailand, and me. And she's over here live streaming, and I'm like, oh girl, I'm so tired. And she was just going and talking, and I think people love to say that I have so much energy, and I was very inspired by her, that she was live streaming, giving them detailed account of all the food with Miss Thailand. So to see that was very inspiring to me. And I also think kind. I know that's a word that you're like, I think you're so kind. We've been backstage, a lot, and you're just so genuine. You've never been negative, or despite it being a competition, you say you're so competitive, but there's never been an ill will or negative comment or action from you. I think you're so genuine. So it's very amazing to have worked with you the past few weeks and competed with you and do the next term together. So I'm very excited. As for my countries, traveling is one of my greatest passions. Like you said, I have traveled to 16 countries. Vietnam is my 16th. So a little fun fact about me is I am a dual citizen. I was born in the US, but I also hold citizenship to Switzerland. My mom came to the US when she was 20 years old and still holds a green card in the US, so she still holds her Swiss citizenship. So I'm very blessed to have two cultures that I represent, hence why my traditional dress was a dirndl. It's a traditional Swiss or German costume. So the US being a melting pot, I decided to embrace that side of my ethnicity. So Switzerland is the first country I've represented, or that I visited. All of my family from my mom's side still lives there. And then every summer growing up, we were there from 3 to 4 months. So we'd go to France, Italy, Croatia, Greece, the Netherlands. Oh goodness, I have to start like counting. I visit a lot of Europe though. We try to go every single summer and visit as many countries as we can in that time frame. So a lot of the girls that were represented, I've actually been to the country, which is amazing to be like, ooh, wait, have you ever visited there? And I was like, ooh, yes, I have. And then I also lived in Tokyo, Japan when I was 15 years old. That's a very unknown fact about me. I modeled in Tokyo when I was 15 for 3 months, completely alone with no parents on a work visa. And that was an amazing experience to really embrace Tokyo. So one of my favorite countries in the world. That was my first Asian country that I've ever visited. So I'm very glad to make Vietnam my second. I've had an amazing time here. But yeah, what's next? A lifelong dream of mine is to visit every country in the world. So I'm very excited to be put in this role to visit all the title holders' pageants, to visit Smile Train, and to really bring my advocacy global. So I think it pairs perfectly with a lifelong dream. So what's next? I can't wait to see what country we have in store. I want to visit Indonesia, Cambodia, Malta, Iceland, US Virgin Islands, all the girls that I really connected with. I was like, I'm coming to your country. Henry, get ready. You're not telling me where I'm going. I'm telling you where we're going. Yeah, we have a lot of visas to prepare. So, no, I'm very excited for all the traveling we're going to do. It's honestly, I think, one of the biggest wins to be a part of this organization is to experience all the cultures, all the languages, all the full food of all the countries we'll be visiting. I'm very excited, so yeah.
And regarding to my question, if I could cook one Vietnamese dish and offer it to the world, I think it would be a very interesting questions. So let's talk about my favorite food. This is bánh mì. That is very, like convenient and easy to eat food. Very well-known Vietnamese dishes, and you can find it everywhere on the street. And you know what? If we cook, and this is the Vietnamese dishes that I want you to enjoy. It's bánh mì because it never stops surprising you from the inside. And whether you like it or not, it's here everywhere. Because it's everywhere in Vietnam, right? So this is very Cosmo. Whether you like us or not, we are everywhere. And we never stop surprising you from our inside. Thank you.
Go Cosmo.
Thật ra cái câu hỏi của anh Melvin rất là thú vị, là anh hỏi là mọi người thì hay kêu là Miss Cosmo là cooking show. Nếu là cooking show thì là show nấu ăn này, anh nói là nếu mà như vậy thì mọi người cứ nấu đi, chúng tôi sẵn sàng ăn. Vì anh mới hỏi Hoàng là vậy thì nếu mà có một món ăn nào của Việt Nam mà mình muốn, nếu đây là cooking show thì mình muốn nấu món gì cho mọi người, món ăn nào của Việt Nam mà Hoàng sẽ nấu và mang cho mọi người ăn. Không, mình đem một câu hỏi vui thôi, nhưng mà nghĩ là cũng rất là thú vị, tại vì có một cái món ăn mà Hoàng và ekip ăn suốt cả mùa rồi, đó là bánh mì. Tại vì rất là tiện, ngày nào cũng ăn, có ngày mà ăn 2-3 ổ mì cho lẹ rồi ăn trên đường đi. Mình rất là thích bánh mì vì rất là dễ ăn, và có nói đùa là bánh mì thì có nhân, đúng không mọi người, và có rất là nhiều loại nhân bánh mì khác nhau, chắc phải cả 100 loại khác nhau, đi từ dọc từ Bắc tới Nam Việt Nam. Cho nên cái điều thú vị của bánh mì là không bao giờ là lúc nào cũng gây cho mình cái sự ngạc nhiên nữa. Mình ăn một cái ổ mì đó là có cái hương vị khác nhau, nghe là kiểu luôn luôn tạo cái sự bất ngờ từ bên trong. Đó cũng là một cái essence của Cosmo. Và cái điều thứ hai nữa là có thích hay không thì mình cũng phải thấy bánh mì tất cả mọi nơi. Đó là một cái điều mình cũng mong muốn, tức là làm sao để cái cuộc thi được phổ biến rộng rãi hơn, và mọi người sẽ tới một lúc nào đó sẽ trở thành một cái thương hiệu của Việt thể tự hào về. Thì đây cũng là một cái tâm huyết của ekip Miss Cosmo. Cảm ơn mọi người.
Dạ, xin được cảm ơn những lời chia sẻ của anh Hoàng. Không biết là còn câu hỏi nào nữa không ạ? Dạ, xin mời.
One more question. Hi, I'm Bong Tan from Sociology. I just asked the same question for you, Queens, and wanted to congratulate you for your winning yesterday's pageantry. So I just wanted to ask, what advice would you give to aspiring candidates who want to join Miss Cosmo, and what would you like to share, having experienced Cosmo or the pageantry? What do you want to share to the viewers about the experience? And to Henry, I think I interviewed you last time during the press launch of Miss Cosmo. And what I like about that is that you mentioned that Cosmo really listens to the fans, and this year you really exceeded, in terms of giving the fans the excitement and a bigger stage and all that. My question is, are there any other improvements that you want to, pursue next year? Or there's a lot. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
All right, well, my advice to the young aspirants who want to join Miss Cosmo, just go for it. You need to achieve all of your dreams in life. You have to set goals, and if Miss Cosmo is one of the dreams that you have in your life, go for it. And don't hold back. For sure, there are a lot of struggles on your way, challenges that you have to face, but if you really want that, go for it. And there are people who are willing to guide you. There are people who are willing to help you. Accept their tips, accept their guidance, accept the advice that they're going to tell you, because it will definitely help you. That's what I did. I listened to my team, but of course, I didn't just listen to them. I embodied that, and I also give my insights. So it's really a collaborative effort. So just don't be dependent on your team, and also have that, plans for yourself. I think that's why I made it here in Miss Cosmo, because I listened to them and I also listened to myself. So if you have a dream, go for it. Achieve it, and I know that you can do it as long as you believe in yourself.
Going right off of that, I could not agree more to just chase after your dreams. And to anyone that is chasing after dreams, pageant world, chasing after a Cosmo title, it is a journey, you know what I mean? It's not always a yes. There's only ever one winner, or in our case, two. But every experience and every time you're told no, or that you'll get a next time, it's a learning moment, and to take the most best positive things that you can out of it, because everything happens for a reason. Even the negative, the good, the bad, everything leads you to the person you're supposed to be today. And if you didn't have the no's, if you didn't have the bad, you would not be as knowledgeable and as good as you are today. So take advantage of all the moments that regardless of what happens today, it might not be your time, but next year it might be. So take the no's as for granted, and keep chasing after your dreams as well, because you never know what's going to happen. I've been told no multiple times this year. The dreams that I thought I was supposed to have this year didn't end up working out, and look where I'm at now. There's a path that you're meant to be on, and everything will work out in a timely manner. It's all in God's and the Cosmos plan.
So the last question is about what improvement I see should take for Miss Cosmo. But just me, people know me, they know that I'm a perfectionist. So every single event, I'm the one taking notes of what I see for the future improvement. And I can see it's very important for a newborn pageant or any pageant, I think, or a person itself to always see room for improvement. Because, for example, when we read comment during the live stream or read the feedback of fans on the audience after the show, you know, like you need to embrace yourself to read that comment. Some of it very constructive, and some of it can very harm you. But you need to build your own filter system to read, because if you read the comments that construct to the future of Cosmo and you take the feedback from that, you can do it better. And I learned that even from last year, there's a moment when there's a wrong satsins on the stage. Because I remember that there are 2 sats should be given to chances, but there's just only one given to you, but I couldn't find what is the wrong one. So I read the comment and the fan told me like, there's wrong sat given to another girl, it had to be 2 chances. I'm sorry for that, but this is how I learned. So I think it's very important that you never stop listening to the audience, because there's the core and they are the backbone of the competition. And I can see a lot of improvement that we can make in the future to make the show more interesting, music, the production, camera angles, the visual, everything, and even the activities. I see that some comment that the activities is still very hectic this year, and every single year I keep the promise that next year I will make it less hectic. But I keep coming, you know. Like we really want to offer and provide you a lot of variety, diversified activities for you to experience. But yeah, I mean, listening to the audience in a way that I see the improvement we can take, and I think that I never stop listening and improve in the future to make the brand better. Yeah. Thật ra là cái câu hỏi này là cái câu chắc là câu cuối cùng của cái buổi họp báo ngày hôm nay, cũng là một cái câu mà Hoàng rất là muốn chia sẻ. Đó là đâu là những cái điều mà Hoàng nhìn thấy là cần phải cải thiện trong tương lai của Miss Cosmo. Mình nghĩ là đây cũng là một cái điều mà mình luôn tâm niệm về một cái thương hiệu dù có lớn tới cỡ nào. Về cả một cá nhân thì mình luôn phải nhìn thấy cái không gian để mình tiếp tục lắng nghe và cải thiện phát triển hơn. Thì đối với Cosmo thì đó, nhưng mà nói lúc nào mình cũng vừa xem vừa đọc comment và về nhà lúc nào cũng xem tất. Và đây sẽ là những cái giúp cho mình tiếp nhận được những cái điều chỉnh nó phù hợp nhất, cần thiết nhất. Tại vì thứ nhất là được cung cấp từ rất là nhiều góc nhìn đa chiều, mình nhìn thấy được những cái hai side, những cái góc nhìn mà bình thường mình không thấy được. Và cái điều thứ hai nữa là nó nhiều khi có rất là nhiều cái điểm mù mình ở một nhà tổ chức mình chưa nhìn thấy, mà mình tự nhiên có rất là nhiều cái điểm sáng mà người ta nhìn thấy giúp mình. Chỉ cần mình cần có một bộ filter để mình lọc thì thôi. Thật ra là cải thiện rất là nhiều từ visual, cách thức tổ chức, production, âm nhạc thông qua cái việc đọc những cái feedback như thế. Nghĩ đây là một trong những cái điều mà mình sẽ luôn luôn giữ. Và đây là cái tiêu chí của Cosmo, cái tôn chỉ làm việc của Cosmo, cái việc là luôn luôn lắng nghe để mà tiếp tục phát triển hoàn thiện hơn trong tương lai. Xin cảm ơn mọi người.
Xin cảm ơn phần chia sẻ của anh Hoàng. Khi đó em được dịch lại cái phần trả lời của Chelsea và Yolina về câu hỏi là dành lời khuyên nào cho các thí sinh mùa sau ạ. Yolina và Chelsea chia sẻ rằng các cô gái hãy cứ thực hiện, hãy cứ theo đuổi đam mê của mình, bởi vì dù như thế nào thì kết quả đôi khi nó sẽ không quan trọng bằng hành trình mà chúng ta đã trải qua, hành trình hoàn thiện bản thân của mình, có được những người bạn mới, có được những mối quan hệ mới, và cùng với đó là đôi khi mọi chuyện đến với mình đều có những lý do riêng của nó, dù là tốt hay là xấu, thì chúng ta hãy cứ lấy bài học để mà luôn hoàn thiện bản thân của mình và sẽ gặp được một cái phiên bản tốt nhất của mình trong tương lai ạ. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the Q&A session. Once again, thank you very much to all the members of the press, media partners, media advocacy to come here and support, also sharing the most valuable positive message of Miss Cosmo 2025. Thank you very much. ta hãy cùng nhau chụp ảnh kỷ niệm được không ạ? Dạ xin trân trọng kính mời quý vị sẽ cùng sân khấu để cùng chụp ảnh cùng với chúng tôi ạ. Để chúng ta hãy cùng chụp ảnh cùng với nhau ạ. Once again, thank you, Yolina, Miss Cosmo 2025. Thank you, Chelsea, runner-up Miss Cosmo 2025. How Miss Cosmo organization continually receive your support, your accommodate with her with the most positive, contagious balance message in the community. Once again, thank you very much. So boy, please come to the stage and we have the group photo together. All the members of the brass, please come to the stage. Please come here and have group photo together. Please come here. Xin mời các bạn thì có những cái chúng ta sẽ cùng với nhau được không ạ? Không chị ạ.
Well done. Well done, Yolina.
On the stage, have a group photo together. Please, coming. Ladies and gentlemen, please come to the stage. Please,
Sorry, I'll keep it on
come to
again.
the stage and have a group photo together.
Here. Okay.
Come on, let's go. Come on, take a photo.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Okay, so everyone, look into the camera. Okay, so everyone, please. Okay, everyone, look his camera. This camera and smile. Thank you very much. Xin cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.
going to sign out now.
Are you sure? Guys, can you hear me? Quickly, just again. I'll give them a quick message. Guys, I think this is it. We're going to say goodbye now. This is the end of the Coronation press conference, and I hope, if I could grab them very quickly, just to maybe ask them to at least give us a little shout or a short message of appreciations. At the end of the day, you guys, all her fans out there who have supported them, them constantly, every single day for the past 4 weeks, and I think they would say they would give a message of thanks to everyone. I try my best to get hold of them. I'm not feeling well, huh? Guys, please don't forget to subscribe and follow us and help us to reach our first 200,000 subscribers. Your support really means to us.
We're going off the river.
Okay. And after this, we're going to the river cruise. I think straight from here. So,
There'll be
if
another chance to see the girls.
yes, there'll be more opportunity for us to have photo op. So- Sorry.
Okay, this is the press conference which has just come to an end. But we are leaving here and going to the river cruise, where there will be a gala dinner.
Oh, sweetheart.
Well, the time, I don't know, we're going to leave here probably in about 20 minutes, I guess. What's the time here? It's 5 o'clock. I think we're supposed to be at the boat around about 5:30, but we're running late anyway. So we're going to go here, but we will go live. So if you just hit the notification bell,
Yoli,
as
this
soon
is
as
one
we go
very
live
quick-
from the riverboat, then we'll get a much better chance to find the Queens relaxing and enjoying.
Thank you so much. Yoli, if we, okay, maybe. Are you gonna?
Will there be other candidates? I don't know. There may well be. Some of the candidates have already flown home, but I have no idea. Someone, so I think it may just well be your Queen and first runner-up. But if you want to join us there, please do so. And
Okay, you go first.
Summer's just getting.
Okay, are you ready? And I'm gonna give it to her, just so we can check it.
Okay, I think someone's going to quickly give the microphone to Yolina for a very quick goodbye, and hopefully we'll see you guys later.
Oh, beautiful.
But I'll put that right down here too.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
No, you're not.
Now we have a top three. I love you. This is Steve Phone, everyone. This is Steve Phone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Please, can you do a favor for me?
This is Steve. He has been looking after us whilst we're here, and he has done an amazing job.
You're the first selfie together as a queen.
I'm Chelsea. I'm Gerard from the Philippine Challenge.
I was just getting a quick selfie.
If you need adobo, tell me. Dito magpapasko, diba? Yeah, please.
I look like a queen now. Michael, here. See, I think, are we going to?
Yeah, we'll hang up there.
Do you want to take this? Sweetheart, can you video us? I'm just going to quickly interview him. Just maybe one question. Just maybe not question even. Just message to your fans at Current Sisters channel. Everyone who supports. Go. Yeah.
Here's our friend Lewis giving a few.
Thank you so much.
This is Thai session.
Beautiful. It's nice. Thank you.
I will say
Michael,
that the media team here have become such a tight unit. Although we all have our own platforms and different things, we've all become a very tight group
I
of
love.
friends. And it's really nice to see everybody working together. There they are.
What did he say?
This is just some of
Oh my
them.
gosh.
My Quiro ID face. Nice. Thank you.
So that's
My gorgeous queens. Guys, very quickly, can you just have 1 minute? Just 1 minute, Chelsea. I just want my fans been there here waiting. Just 1 minute. Just to say message to all your fans. We were from Francis or Shadow. You first, Chelsea.
Well, before I say thank you to all of my supporters, of course, I would also like to say thank you to Crown Sisters, to Tito Mike and Tita Summer for being so supportive with all the delegates in this year's Miss Cosmo edition. And of course, to all the people who supported and believe in me, this victory is for you as well. I am sharing this achievement that I got here in Miss Cosmo, and I hope that you still continue, supporting me in this journey. Even though my year's just for a year, I will utilize it and accept all the responsibilities and duties, and of course, ready to embrace every opportunity. So again, maraming maraming salamat po, and this is just the beginning of this journey.
Thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Anak.
Hel-
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, dear.
Hi everyone. Thank you one for waiting for us. But we are here at last, your top two of Miss Cosmo, Chelsea and Yolina. Yolina and Chelsea, a duo for the second ever edition of Miss Cosmo. We are going to bring a storm to Cosmo this year. Thank you to Crown Sisters. They've been with us the entire journey, day one, supporting, coming, traveling with us to all the events. They really got the inside of how all of the girls were, our characteristics, and just really got to enjoy their journey with us. So I'm so grateful for you guys. They hot picked me, and that was an amazing feeling from the get-go. So grateful, and everyone that's been following along and supporting, we love you, every single one of us, me especially. I love you all. I'm so grateful. It's been empowering feeling all the love and support. So honestly, just thank you. Thank you. I love you. Follow along this year. So we'll have to do a live stream together on YouTube.
Ooh, thank you. That's a promise, right?
That's a promise. It's not a promise, it's a threat.
Huh?
Christmas
A Christmas message. Christmas coming.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. Pro Weihnachten. I'm so excited to celebrate Christmas in Vietnam. Me and Chelsea together with the Cosmo team. But I wish everyone a happy and healthy Christmas. Those that are more fortunate, I highly encourage you all to do angel tree donations, to give back in your community,
Absolutely.
do food drives. That is something I really enjoy doing when I'm back home in the States. So know that there are people less fortunate out there, and Christmas is a time to give back, not just take in. So I encourage you all to have a wonderful Christmas, but to give back and be impactfully beautiful. So
Oh
Merry
God, you're already
Christmas. Happy New
working.
Year.
You're already working.
Always. The moment the crown was put on.
Beautiful.
We must go, but I love
Okay,
you all.
I will see you later.
Yes, see you all later.
Look at that, beautiful. Okay, say goodbye.
Bye bye, everyone. I'll see you later. Okay, we'll come to we'll go to the river cruise and for the third time. Let's see if I can do live later. But please, guys, again, I hate to beg, but for you, I would do everything. I want to continue this YouTube channel for a long, long time. I'm gonna give you more fresh updates, more insights, fresh from wherever. pageant host nation is. And I promise this to you. Just please don't forget to subscribe because I know only 1% of you are putting comments on, watching us. There's more of you out there who have not subscribed yet. So if you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I know you haven't done it yet. And thank you for tuning with us every single day, every single time. I know there's so many of you I cannot thank for, I cannot thank, and I really appreciate your time. And thank you for being with us all the time. You know, this is my Waterloo. I'm not good at this. I'm just trying my best because I, little do you know, did you know I actually enjoy doing this, and I hope to improve myself to be a good face of Kang Sisters channel. So I'll see you later, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please help me to reach my first 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. I hope before I wake up tomorrow, you're, it's gonna happen. Thank you, and again, thank you for Miss Cosmo 2025 coverage.
Zendaya says she's subscribed.
Pardon?
Zendaya says she's subscribed. One of your, they said they've
Oh, thank you ever so much. I really appreciate that. And I know many just love watching us, but they forget to subscribe. So there. You can still see that's Chelsea with other members of press. And yeah, I'll see you later, my love. Mama, thank you so much. If you have any question, just shout, okay? And give me the opportunity to answer those questions. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Thank you. Oh, so just you know, guys, Crown Sisters, because of you guys, is the second biggest pageant commentary channel in the world. So,
according to Lewis.
according to Luis Porteles, because he is the first one. Thank you so much. Bye bye, Mama.